Good, good, good.
As soon as it'll let me go full screen.
Alrighty. Now checking in on my end. Let's see. Desktop and mic audio are coming in clear.
I got it back out. It's not letting me go full screen. It's saying watch stream, but it just keeps going in, out, but it's not the actual full screen. So I got back out for just 1 second more, but I'll be back.
Okay.
Actually, let's try something first. Cut the screen share and then cue it back in.
Alrighty. Have you tried turning your screen share off and turning it back on again?
Son of a bitch. Okay, hang on.
Alright. Folks, welcome to Weaponized Autism while Kason is trying to get his screen share unfucked.
There we go.
You got it now?
Yep, full screen, bugging.
Alright.
Yeah, sorry for the abrupt son of a bitch and leaving.
Hey, you're good, man. Technology, it works. It's great until you actually need it to fucking work sometimes.
No shit. I was trying to get that set up, and now my calzone got cold.
That's why I ate before the stream.
Well, fuck you, I was hungry.
Alright, well, with that out of the way, welcome to another edition of Weaponized Autism. I am your host for the evening, along with my brother in Tism, Kason, who you can't see, but you can most definitely hear.
Yeah, I have that kind of voice that just cuts through skulls, apparently.
Hey, I remember when I was in high school and somebody told me I had a face for radio, so...
Yeah, what? Oh, never mind. I know what that means.
But, last week we were monkeying around with ChatGPT and had a little bit of fun, had some back and forth. Today, we are just going to come right back to the reactions. Actually, you know what? I need to open my... I had my bedroom door closed because my air conditioner is very loud. But Cape Girardeau apparently chose to Southeast Missouri, and specifically Cape Girardeau, Missouri, decided to self-identify as the fucking sun this week.
Tell me you've never lived in the South, but actually tell me you've never lived in the frickin' South.
I've been in northern Florida during the summer, so...
Fair enough. That's literally a state away from where I am, so yeah. You've been here.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I can only imagine what it was like in July and August. But I've never been to Florida in July and August. I just know that there are two things you never want to wear when it's exceptionally humid outside. Jeans and loose underwear.
This that heat Walter was talking about when he said, August in Phoenix, Arizona. Your agent is a moron.
Yeah, except in Phoenix, it's a dry heat. I live in southeast Missouri. You live in South Carolina. It's swamp-ass season.
First of all, way to dox me, bro. Second of all, yeah, swamp-ass.
It's only doxing if you give out the exact address, which I don't know, so...
Okay, fuck off.
Anyways, so yeah,
yep.
if you wanna have a conversation with us, you wanna just fire off in the chat, and we'll. I love having a back and forth with you guys. But in the meantime, we got some stuff to get to, and some of this stuff I have already seen. Some of the stuff I have not seen, but we got some more chat music. We got some shenanigans tonight. So let's just roll the tape.
And some Danger Dolan, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see.
Get off of her! Hey!
Some people don't understand how mating works. I love that. We're just starting off with somebody who's afflicted with Karenitis.
I think she's mad because she can't get none of that in her marriage.
She's jealous of the ducks.
You'd be surprised what people get jealous of where I'm at.
Nobody show her how cats do it.
Dude, remember that video where it's the cats mating and then the cat bomb just starts fucking shrieking?
Yeah,
Yeah, don't show her that.
Stop it! God damn it, get off of that!
HR women during their free time.
Oh.
Imagine you're a duck, you finally scored, and this happens. If you feel bad about your life, remember people like that exist. Old man yells at cloud, young woman yells at duck. She really out there trying to stop nature. Not even Arkham Asylum could take her.
Bro.
God damn.
Do you have any idea how foobar in the brain you have to be to get rejected by Arkham Asylum?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm on that list, but go nuts, I guess.
Right?
She definitely didn't take her meds that day. Those poor ducks having to encounter this dumb animal. She yells at the ducks like they understand. This what happens when a redditor went outside. She's just learning animals don't need consent. Wait till she discovers about dolphins. Reminder she can legally vote. And of course it's in California.
Oh my god.
God damn.
That last one just had to be the big punctuation mark. Of course it's in California.
Damn.
No, let me, I got the clip folder up. Let me just start it up.
Classic.
Never gets old.
Grumpy. Are you a grumpy little gremlin? Are you a little grumpert wearing your grumpy pantaloons?
Why does he look 40?
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
What the hell
What
is
is
even
that
that?
private pile?
What the hell is even that?
I mean, either one works.
Nailed it.
Are you a Floofy McGrump Grump? Is your name Grumpy McGrumperson?
You should not be
He looks
balding
like
at
he's on his second.
You should not be balding at 6 months.
He looks like he's on his second divorce.
Yeah, exactly.
Let
Exactly.
me just start off by saying, okay, these are the type of kids that grow up to be handsome little fellers. You know, they grow up to be good looking. But as of right this minute, some bitch, you laying there looking like Benjamin Belly Button. You ain't Benjamin Button, you Benjamin Belly Button. Okay? This baby looked like it sold me a lemon back in 2015 at a used car lot. You know what I'm saying? That baby probably upset because the stock markets went down, okay? Because that little baby there looked like it could tell you where to put your money at in a Roth IRA, okay? This man knows the stock market. You know what I'm talking about with a haircut like that.
Boss baby looking ass.
God damn.
Kid's gonna sound like Alec Baldwin when he goes into kindergarten.
Ugh.
Let's just hope his aim is better.
Hey, I said this joke. It was either in one of our old discussion videos or one of our old streams, but I'm gonna recycle a joke and I don't give a fuck. I stand behind Alec Baldwin because I sure as shit and stand in front of him. Kyle Rittenhouse at his trial gets a call from Alec Baldwin. Just tell them they're blanks; they'll believe you.
Yeah.
I'm going to
come out of the womb.
Yeah. And I'm driving the bus.
Talking about with a haircut like that.
Is it the short bus?
My man, come.
I mean, why not?
Short bus to hell, everybody. I got enough brain. I'm pretty sure I have brain damage.
Boom. At 780 months. Alright? He's 780 months. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. And I know some of y'all gonna be in the comments talking about, Andrew, how dare you say something about that baby? How dare you say something about that baby? That baby laying there looking like Tony Soprano. Okay? You know what I'm talking about with that haircut? That man.
Damn.
Oh, that man's 6-7 years old laying there, okay? He's 6-7 years old, okay? That's some bit. He look like he already has a hard life. You know what I'm talking about?
He takes his girlfriend home from the prom. It's going to turn into that scene in the hotel room from True Romance when James Gandolfini just starts beating the shit out of Patricia Arquette.
Jesus Christ!
You know,
wait, are we talking about the guy from Sopranos?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he die like 10 years ago?
Somewhere abouts. But yeah, in the movie True Romance, he's Christopher Walken is like the head of the Detroit mob, and James Gandolfini is his lieutenant.
Damn.
6 years before The Sopranos, by the way.
Huh. Yeah, because I was like from the late 90s to the late 2000s, wasn't it?
I think 99, and I think it ended somewhere about 2005, 2006-ish.
Damn, it went on not as long as I thought.
Yeah, it only ran for 6 seasons.
Meanwhile, back at the Oasis, American Dad is now in Call of Duty. What the fuck is this shit, Activision?
Fortnite ruined everything. That's what.
No shit. Because you got Stan and Roger. It's like, and Roger's in some stupid fucking looking robot suit, and it's like, Jesus, mother, father in Christ.
Next thing you know, the Aqua Teen Hunger Force is going to be in there.
Don't give him ideas! I'll let Ninja Turtles slide, but I draw the line at American Dad. If they put in Family Guy, I will literally hang myself out this fucking window. Don't fucking play me, Activision.
Oh, Beavis and Butthead was fine, but American Dad is where you draw the line.
Oh, yeah, that too. Especially since the game takes place in 1991. Beavis and Butthead comes until 1992, dipshits! Dude, the downstairs neighbors fucking hate me. But I'm pretty sure the renovation guys down there are probably having a laugh at my expense, and I welcome it, because I'm fucking hilarious.
if you provide free entertainment, if you're able to provide free entertainment, then why not?
Fuck it.
Moving on.
Yeah, let's move on.
I bet he got a pack of Pall Malls in them diapers. And a Bud Ice.
Oh, god
That thing
damn.
look like he likes to sit on the front porch and reminisce on what happened in the 70s. Okay.
Right.
My man done went through the prohibition. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, he was there when the first vehicle was made. Yeah, he used to ride to school on horseback. Yeah. Yeah. That baby's 93 years old, and I cannot be convinced otherwise, alright? I cannot be convinced otherwise. I just can't. You can't tell me that baby is not 94 years old. Because I'm looking at it. The baby's 95 years old. He is. There's no getting around it.
You dress him up in a tux, he'd look like an extra from Mad Men.
God damn it, Chris. Hey, it's Metallica.
Literally! Oh my god.
Oh, I just noticed the name.
Dude,
I just noticed the name.
Dude, why does the guy with the big ass forehead look like a live action Beavis? And then
I'm done. I'm done.
and then the guy on the far left looks like a live action Butthead.
Why does the guy? Okay, well, why does the guy with the mustache? Well, why is the guy? Okay, so the third guy, why the one that looks like a drugged out David Tennant? Why does he look like why does it look like that one guy we knew in high school who is currently 25 dating a 16-year-old, but quote, she'll be 17 in January?
That's nasty.
Why does it look like one guy? What?
I said that's.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said that's nasty.
Oh, I thought you said my name. And it's like, what? Did I go too far?
No. He looks like a giraffe.
That's a throat that definitely doesn't want punched.
He looks like Jeff Foxworthy did a fusion dance with a giraffe.
Jesus. Why do I put up with your shit?
I have no idea.
Probably because you're one of the few people who actually puts up with my shit.
I mean, there is that.
Hey, we met at church 12 years ago. We clicked. We've been bullshitting each other ever since.
Exactly. Speaking of bullshit.
Seeing dragons, acid DC, methyl notorious HIV.
Bro!
Jesus Christ. My brother in Christ. Did I hear that correctly?
Notorious HIV.
Yes, you did! Because I heard it too!
Well, that's why you don't use unclean needles, dipshits.
Exactly!
Fucking rookies.
Notorious HIV dropping the dankest beats South Florida has ever heard.
Now listen, I don't have a lot of room to talk because I'm a former addict myself, but I never shot shit into my arms, nor did I get an STD. I snorted my drugs like a real man.
These guys look like if South Florida was a garage band.
Oh, you mean garbage band?
Either or.
My God. Okay, just give me 10 seconds to get my vocal cords under control so I'm not dying of laughter. Oh. I'm doing the breathing exercises my wife taught me.
Woosa. Woosa.
I swear to God, my wife's gonna beat your ass one of these days. I know, you'd like to see her try, huh? Now you're lucky she loves you too. Okay. I'm ready.
All right.
My chemical dependence, crack-eyed peas, syndrome of a down, the crackberries,
Nice.
wrong direction, Fleetwood Smack, one injection, Earth, Wind, and Crack, drinking pot, either said the buttheads.
Bro!
My God.
What was I saying about Beavis and Butthead earlier? Oh my God. Drinking Park, that's a good one.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm doing my whole sobriety journey right. Then I look at guys like this and I'm like, yep, I am.
Suddenly that gives a whole new meaning to I've become so numb.
Jesus Christ, Christian. You say that like it's been like, I don't know, like a few days ago it was 8 years since we lost Chester, and it's like too soon still.
I mean, talk about breaking the habit.
Okay, let's be honest. Chester Bennington is probably laughing his ass off at us right now.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, rest in peace, Chester. We've loved you. Well, we still love you. It's just that you're not here, but that's not the point. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Bring me the heroin and bread. Sweet and sleep night.
What?
Did you just say bring the heroin?
Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely a job at Bring the Horizon, or whatever the fuck they're called.
Bro.
Wait, what, Halen?
Inhaling. That's hilarious because
My God.
That's hilarious because I'm wearing my Van Halen shirt right now.
I don't know if that's good timing or completely awful, but we'll call it good.
I believe that's what Bob Ross would call one of those happy little accidents.
And now we'll paint a happy little dead hooker. Dude, what if Bob Ross was a serial killer and he painted where he hid the bodies?
That is a popular theory.
And now we'll paint a happy little dead hooker. Remember one time I actually muttered out loud at a church meeting. No, I'm just kidding. I did not. I would have burst into flames if I did that. I mean, there's people I know from church who have the same kind of sense of humor we do, but even so, I'm not dumb enough to say that shit at a church meeting.
Right.
Or a church game night.
Yeah, really.
My God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that one hurts.
Which one?
Crack Sabbath.
Oh, jeez.
Dude!
That didn't age well at all.
Dude! 3 days out from Ozzy's passing.
I'm sure, if it's any comfort, I'm sure Ozzy is also laughing his ass off.
Yeah, although this video was posted 3 weeks ago, so
Maybe someone passed it on to him and he laughed his ass off. You never know.
who knows?
I'm going to bed. Fuck the lot of you.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
I am going to miss that man.
Oh,
I'm talking about Ozzy.
I figured. Dude,
Alright, Arby.
Dude, this week has been like... We lost 2 complete titans of entertainment 2 days apart from each other. Ozzy on Tuesday, Hulk Hogan on Thursday.
Yeah, and a lot of nerd pages are giving him a rest in peace memorial, but at the same time telling him he was racist.
Yeah, because of one comment he may or may not have made 20 years ago. Whoop-de-fuckaroonie.
Yeah, Nostalgic Nebula, if you're watching this, fuck you and your hypocrisy. Fuck, I fucking hate liberal nerd pages.
And then King of the Hill fans took another L because the same day Ozzy passed, Chuck Mangione died.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, we lost Luann, we lost Dale, we lost John Redcorn, now we've lost Chuck Mangione. Can King of the Hill cast members just stop dying, please? For 5 fucking minutes?
I'm trying to think, but someone the other day posted something like wrap this so-and-so celebrity in plastic wrap.
Yeah, somebody needs to form a protective shield around Mike Judge.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to think if it was another old actor who they were trying to say shield him.
And also shield Kevin Nash, because he's the only living member of the original NWO trio left. Scott Hall's gone. Hulk Hogan just died. It's just Kevin Nash now.
Now remind me, isn't Hulk Hogan the one where the "Oh Brother" memes came from?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he got pulled over at a school zone with a dead hooker in the back. Oh brother. And it's a picture of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Over.
He was also the guy he also fought Stallone in Rocky 3.
Yeah, I'm kind of hating myself right now for that hooker joke. I'll respond to that in a second. You said he fought Stallone?
Yeah, that scene in Rocky 3 when Rocky gets into the ring with that big pro wrestler guy, that was Hulk Hogan.
He had to have been in his like 20s or 30s then.
At least in his it was I don't know what his ring name was then, but he wasn't going by Hulk Hogan just yet. It was before he became Hogan. Yeah, I think it was before he became Hogan.
Yeah.
Man.
Also, it's worth noting that I took a screenshot of the thumbnail before we started, and I posted it to my Facebook story saying we were live. So, if you're my friend from church and you heard that dead hooker joke, I am very sorry.
Still funny as hell.
At least I keep that humor out of the church stuff, right? Like, I don't say that shit at meetings, but that's not going to stop me from saying it on our streams, because, well, the name of our show should be enough of a red flag that it's probably not for you.
Right. Moving on.
I'm pretty sure my friend John watches. So he's the guy who has the same sense of humor we do. But anyways,
yeah.
How many viewers we at?
against the rehab.
Jesus.
Nice!
Hey, Rob just uploaded.
I noticed that. Actually, I've got
Well, this person.
one of Rob's videos queued up for the. It's about 2 videos down. But
Is
I've
it
got
Hunter Biden?
Yes, it's the Hunter Biden video. I haven't watched it yet. So I'm wondering what kind of silly editing Rob has cooked up for it. But first, we've got Virginia Congressman and former Special Forces operator Nick Freitas.
Now, isn't this the guy whose meltdown / crash out we reacted to? I don't know if he flew solo that night or if I was there, but you reacted to this wide-eyed bald guy. Apparently, and there was the Bulk and Skull theme from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It was one of Rob's videos.
That was Cory Booker. Nick Freitas actually has his head and his ass wired correctly.
Okay.
So no, that was not Nick Freitas. Nick Freitas is actually has a brain.
Hey, so do I sometimes.
He's fueled by caffeine and salt. Metaphorical salt.
Okay, good to know.
And I think the title of this video says it all. Oh look, someone claiming that adulthood is just a social construct. I don't think, if I remember correctly, this isn't one that he dropped as something to be humorous, just where he's pointing something out that should be food for thought.
Yeah.
Well, this person got on here and decided to argue that adulthood is nothing more than a social construct.
Well,
this person got on.
Adult is a social construct. Woman and man are social constructs. The only bit you were right about was human. That feel when you're a moron who tries to sound like an intellectual.
Yeah, nice fucking try, dipshit.
Adulthood is just a social construct. I'm not one who tries to read too far into things, but there's something. It does seem like there's something nefarious behind that statement.
A little bit.
Just a little. And if you need if you need help figuring out what it is, probably shouldn't be on this stream.
Yep.
Down here and decided to argue that adulthood is nothing more than a social construct. Now, this term social construct is thrown around a lot lately in order to kind of disregard certain conventions that people no longer like. And let's be honest, a social construct is something that is devised by men in the form of conventions, rules, behaviors, traditions, or perhaps organizations in order to deal with very real-life problems. For instance, here's a real-life problem for you to consider. Let's say you're the sort of person that blurs the line between adults and children in order to engage in various indiscretions. What you should understand is that if you choose to do that, you could try to make a robust argument about social constructs and why they're malleable, but it's probably going to be hard to do as you're being placed into a wood chipper.
Damn.
I have nothing to add. I just wanted to put that in there just to drop some wisdom into the stream, since the majority of it is just 2 retards yakking it up for 3 hours.
Who share the same belief that those kinds of predators need to be put feet first through a wood chipper?
Wood chipper!
Settle down, JD.
No, let me do it Vince McMahon style. You're going to the wood chipper.
Well, I'm having nightmares now. Thanks.
And now that I no longer have a voice.
Nice going, jackass.
That's funny because I've been binging Jackass a lot lately.
I know, I follow you on Facebook.
Ooh, that's a big boy right there. Cristiano McDonaldo.
Yeah, don't talk about Gabriel Iglesias like that. No, I'm just kidding.
Or John Panette.
Too soon, even though it's already been 10 years since his death.
Yeah.
Delicious Junior, Lionel, Pepsi, Samuelito, Roberto, Curry, Chitsiano, Ronaldo, Rito, Usman, Creme Brulee, David Beckham and Cheese, Diego Maradona, Becca, the Cola, Thierry Hungry, Levy Maguire, Raheem Servings, Harry Kane, Mohamed No Salah, Memphis Depay, Gareth Ware, Frank Beckenbauer, Wilfred Zaha, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Karim Benzema, Cristiano Ronaldo, Frank Ribery, Sir Alex Ferguson, Declan Rice, Gianluigi Buffon, Peter Cech, the French, Sergio Busquets, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Damn.
I just had to let that whole thing run because it's like, wow, that's just a one after another, just bam, 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 bam.
Stop. He's already dead.
Right. All right. Speaking of dead, or at least should be dead, let's head on over to Rob's channel to check in on Hunter Biden.
That Nepo baby.
So recently, Hunter Biden, the Nepo baby,
As I mentioned.
sat down for 3 hours to rant and rave and lecture us. No, I didn't watch the full 3 hours because I don't want to watch 3 hours of a corrupt crackhead who worked for all these companies overseas and enriched his family, but I am going to have a little fun with this shit show. And we are here to laugh at it, Rob.
We're doing it live. Fuck it.
Do it live! Yeah, I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him and everybody around him. I don't have to be fucking nice. Number one, I agree with Quentin Tarantino. Fucking George Clooney is not a fucking actor. He is a fucking I don't know what he is. He's a brand. And by the way, and God bless him. You know what? He supposedly treats his friends really well. You know what I mean? Buys them things. And he's got a really great place in Lake Como. And he's great friends with Barack Obama. Fuck you. What do you have to do with fucking anything? Why do I have to fucking listen to you? What right do you have to step on a man who's given 52 years of his fucking life to the service of this country?
52 years of becoming rich somehow on a six-figure income, becoming a millionaire. That is so... Okay, hot take. Extremely hot take. Elected officials, politicians, should not be living on a six-figure income from... should not be living on taxpayer dollars. And especially not on a six-figure income of taxpayer dollars. Elected officials should have to live in the districts that they represent, in the states that they represent, and they should have to work normal jobs like the rest of us, and only occasionally meet, even if it's just over a fucking Zoom call, to pass legislation and determine the current state of of domestic and foreign affairs. They should not be living in Washington 24/7, doing blow off a stripper's ass crack, and
You heard that, didn't you? You heard me answer that. I went,
every other fucking Saturday. They should not be living in Washington 24/7, getting rich off of lobbying big banks and big corporations. They should just have to work regular 9-to-5s like the rest of us, and only occasionally and only periodically meet, whether it's in person or over a Zoom call, to handle our affairs. And I'm a firm believer that government is exclusively there to provide infrastructure and national security, and nothing the fuck else.
basically. Based.
Yeah.
And decide that you, George Clooney, are going to take out basically a full-page ad in the fucking New York Times to undermine the president at a time in which, by the way, what do people care about the most? Why do you think that the Republicans have an advantage over us? Because they're unified. They will go along with anything. I wasn't asking anybody to go along with anything. I was asking people to go along with this. The most successful administration in my lifetime. And I'm including the Obama administration, I'm including the Reagan administration, I'm including every administration in my lifetime. We've gotten...
My God, he is pathetic.
I mean, it's easy to think that when you're just... When the 4 years of his presidency are flying by while you're just 69ing each other.
Oh, I don't want to think about that. Do not fucking say that ever again. I'll leave you to say that again.
Actually, I don't know if this clip would get us copyright claimed, so I probably should have checked that on the video before I did this. Before I reacted to this.
Dude, I thought you had a girl over for a second when I heard that laughing.
And my generation cared about than any president in history. And we didn't get it all done, but more than anybody else, with the slimmest majority ever. And everybody said that there's no way that he's ever going to be able to do that. And you know what George Clooney did? Because he sat down, I guess because he was like given a blessing by the Obama team or the Obama people and whoever else, and David Axelrod and whoever the fuck else.
Let's be real here. Biden's presidency was just Obama's third term as president. It was because he was not in a... Because he was very clearly not in a cohesive state to be making decisions of genuine matter. He was not in a mental state worthy to. He was not in a good enough mental state to run the country. So there is no shot. There is no way in hell he actually was running from. He was actually running the show from the Oval Office. If it wasn't Obama, it was definitely Joe's wife.
Oh, good old Camel Toe Harris.
I mean, he's not married to Camel Toe Harris.
I mean, he might as well have been married.
Oh, they didn't even like each other. The only reason Kamala Harris was vice president under Biden was because his campaign, not him, his campaign managers, I assume, put out what amounted to a casting call for a vice presidential candidate that had to not be a straight white man. Now, Kamala Harris fits at least two of those categories. She's not white, and she is not a man. But that doesn't change the fact that she's a fucking moron.
I haven't seen that airheaded since my high school ex.
Kamala Harris's head is so inflated, Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson used it to fly around the world in 80 days.
Dude. I seriously need to start making I need to start clipping and compiling these fucking roasts into compilations. That's if it would stop saying error saving screen recording. Fucking Android.
Right. Whew. I can actually feel myself getting dumber with each syllable that comes out of Hunter's mouth.
Yeah, I'm not having that problem because I'm already fucking stupid. So
I think I just forgot what 22 times 3 is.
66.
Oh,
sorry.
Hey, no, you're fine. All right, moving on.
Is to go, okay, yeah, you know what? We are going to insert our judgment over yours. Me and James Carville, who hasn't run a race in 40 fucking years, and David Axelrod, who had one success in his political life, and that was Barack Obama. And that was because of Barack Obama, not because of fucking David Axelrod. And David Plouffe, and all of these guys, and the Pod Save America guys, who were junior fucking speechwriters on Barack Obama's Senate staff, who have been dining out on the relationship with him for years, making millions of dollars. The Anita Dunns of the world, who's made...
While you made millions of dollars having your daddy extort the Ukrainian government for political favors. Notice how he doesn't bring that up.
Well, of course he won't. It's incriminating.
Of course, everybody is at fault except the people who are at fault.
Gaslighting.
I think he hit the crack pipe too hard and just decided to throw tomatoes at all of the most convenient targets he could find. And this fucker went on for 3 hours. Hats off to anybody who could stomach sitting through the full thing.
And that includes Trump on Joe Rogan's show.
I mean, at least Trump isn't a mentally deranged crackhead.
And I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not a big fan of Trump, but still better than the other option.
Yeah. Much.
Yeah, you can dislike somebody, but still think they're the better option.
Yeah.
But before we get too much more political than we already have, shall we move on?
Yeah.
It's $40-50 million off the Democratic Party. They're all going to insert their judgment over a man who has figured out, unlike anybody else, how to get elected to the United States Senate over 7 times, how to pass more legislation than any president in history, how to have a better midterm election than anybody in history, and how to garner more votes than any president that has ever run. And they're going to replace them.
So, people are giving social BJs about this interview. I don't see what's so great. It's all just Democrat talking points. Social BJs. Good one, Rob.
Wait, is Rob in the chat?
No, but this is the text he put up, so.
Oh shit, my phone went to sleep. Okay, there we go.
Is we're going to send masked men to this marginalized group, and we are going to take them, put them on planes, put them on buses, put them on trains, and send them to a prison camp in a foreign country. What am I describing right then? Am I describing Germany? Or am I describing the United States right now? Because I...
Do kindly fuck yourself, sir. Because every illegal that's being rounded up right now has the option of downloading that self-deportation app, getting a $1,000 bonus, and putting that towards actually going down the proper pathway to citizenship. Versus people who choose to try to evade ICE and either end up being deported to their own country if they're a confirmed cartel member, which more than a few of them have already been confirmed cartel members, or they're being sent to Alligator Alcatraz, which is not an internment camp. In fact, the conditions at Alligator Alcatraz are actually better than many of the corrections facilities that we have here in the States that host your regular Joe Blow, armed robber, serial murderer, and Chomo.
And you know how we feel about Chomos.
Wood chipper!
Wood chipper! Okay. Fucking hell, that hurt.
I will tell you what, if you think that the prison in El Salvador is not a fucking concentration camp, you're out of your fucking mind. Tell me anybody that's returning from there. You saw those pictures. Do you think anybody's getting out of there? Or, is it a rehabilitation center? Do you think, I've been to those places in South Sudan and around in those areas. Do you think anybody's getting out of those South Sudan prisons? Ever? Ever? Out of your fucking mind. That's a death camp. Fuck you. How do you think?
Next year's Hunter repeating bullshit. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be lectured to by a corrupt crackhead who literally got all these jobs because his daddy was a senator. VP and vice president was all to get influence and money, so fuck off with that noise. Yeah, plus, again, the guy, those people that he's talking about that are like, that being sent to El Salvador, cartel members. People who, guys who traffic drugs and guns and children across the U.S.-Mexico border, bringing fentanyl into our communities, bringing unregistered firearms into our communities, trafficking children.
Gross.
You fucking bozo.
El Bozo. That's a capital L, by the way, Bozo.
Yeah. Big enough to put on a billboard.
It's not a forehead, that's a 5-head.
Hey, Mia, you better hide your baby oil. You better hide that big-ass forehead.
Fun fact, that was unscripted.
Yes, it was.
There's a few girls I knew back home who if I would have known how things were going to turn out, I would have said that about their foreheads. I mean, nothing wrong with having a big forehead, but for some of those people I knew back home, it was definitely a sensitive point.
Yeah.
I think your hotel room gets cleaned. How do you think you got food on your fucking table? Who do you think washes your dishes?
Is that really all? Nice to know he thinks so highly of Hispanic immigrants who come to this country the legal way. Nice to know he thinks so highly of Hispanic immigrants, period. That all you see them as is labor workers.
Yeah, that's a stereotype if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, the whole stereotype of Hispanics being willing to do the jobs Americans don't want to. Yeah, here's the thing. It's not that Americans don't want to do the job, it's that Americans don't want to do the job for peanuts when the cost of living is just too fucking high.
Thanks, Obama.
More like, thanks, boomers. Y'all climbed to the top of the success ladder and then pulled it right up behind you, leaving us to fend for table scraps.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lord, 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 lord. I hate it here.
I legitimately hate people who and I know I'm guilty of this, so I'm not going to claim innocent. I will say that I hate myself when I do this too. People who lump entire groups of people into a box and just refuse to see beyond that extremely narrow prism. Like, this guy clearly only seeing Hispanic immigrants as cheap labor. They're not workers that you can just screw out of, that you can just pay for peanuts. They're people, and they deserve and
they're human.
And immigrants deserve better. Immigrants do get a bad rep because the illegals do come here and do take advantage of our systems, and it creates a bad look for the rest of, for the people who actually came here the right way, who went through the pathway to citizenship and got their green cards. It's a bad look for them.
Dude, hold on. I got a text from Lily.
Uh-oh.
Apparently she's watching a bit of our stream at work, and she said, she said, okay, did you say human beings or human beings?
Beings. Tell her to clean her ears out. Tell her to clean her ears out.
Okay, if she kills you, it's not my fault.
Actually, no. Lily, clean your fucking ears out. There, now she can direct all her rage at me.
Well, if you wait, well, I gotta change the password on my phone now so she doesn't block you. No, I'm just kidding. Like I said, you're lucky she loves you.
I tease because I love.
Yeah, but I'm just unsure if it'll save you this time. I'd put the deadbolt on your door tonight, though.
Anyways.
Who do you think does your fucking garden? Who do you think is here by the fucking sheer fucking just grit and will that they figured out a way to get here because they thought that they could give themselves and their family a better chance? And he's...
By the way, I've seen leftists use this talking point against regular suburbanite Republicans. You know who would... You know how they would handle that? They do it them fucking selves, like they usually do. You absolute upper-class Karens.
My lord.
Like they've been doing since the beginning of time.
Somehow convinced all of us that these people are the fucking criminals? White men in America are 45 more times likely to commit a fucking violent crime than an immigrant.
Damn it, Rob! I mean, in fairness, that is what it's starting to sound like at this point. It's just Charlie Brown's teacher. It's the same shit we've been hearing for the last 15 to 20 years.
I have no words. Again, I have no words for this bullshit. That sounds like some analog horror shit right there.
Do what?
That sounds like some analog horror shit right there.
It kind of... Honestly, it kind of does. He's going to cook crack.
So you're kind of most prolific bender was during the Trump era, between 2016 and 2020, which I think is important to clarify, is not when your father was in the White House.
Exactly. 100% not. There's this conflation that people have. I mean, I think they're opening up an investigation to cocaine that was found in a cubby outside the West Wing of the White House.
I think it was Don Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about old White House?
Yeah, when my dad was there.
Oh, so they just got to blame you automatically.
Yeah, I mean, they're literally going to do an FBI, another congressional investigation, because they've convinced themselves that it had to be me, that there was a little tiny.
Yeah, see, it's not mine because I never did the powder stuff. The stuff I always did was in a rock form,
What the fuck?
So it couldn't have been mine. It couldn't be mine. I don't do the powder. I do the rocks. Jeez.
The point of even bringing it up is that, no. I have been clean and sober since June of 2019, and I have not...
Bullshit!
Dude, one of these times we got to get in touch with Rob and see if he's willing to, if he has a Discord, and see if he's willing to join us in one of this shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Hunter, I'm allergic to bullshit.
That sounds like me whenever my mom opens her mouth.
Ugh.
Ironically, I did always sneeze around her.
Yeah, I think Hunter was hitting a little bit of the was hitting a little bit of the rock before he started this interview.
Well, how else is he gonna keep his nerves calm during an interview he knows his life depends on?
He's running his mouth like a crackhead anyway.
You got any change?
Hey man, you got any more of that change? You ain't got any more of that crack? You got some of that crack? Just fidgeting with his neck like Tyrone Biggums from the Chappelle Show.
Get the fuck off my lawn. Dude, I need to stop killing Chris like this.
Not touched a drop of alcohol or a drug, and I'm incredibly proud of that.
And why would you bring...
Smoking all day, wait for these hookers to come and do what I say while Peter makes these indictments go away. Sitting here naked while my laptop plays, and it's a damn shame. What do you think they're gonna do? People like me, cause it's
God damn it, Rob.
If you really think they're gonna lock me up, you're a dork. You're a dork, living in my daddy's work.
Wait a minute, the way he said you're a dork just has me thinking of Kevin from Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Oh, nostalgia.
I hope that's not a copyrighted song. Okay, good.
Let him. I think the only difference between crack cocaine and cocaine is sodium bicarbonate and water and heat. Literally, that's it.
And those things are pretty much free if you go to like a science store.
This is free. You can go to
much free if you go to like a science store.
The interviewer is so bought and paid for USAID. Money much? I mean, does anybody else notice that now that the USAID money's dried up, there's some big left-wing talk shows getting canceled?
Coincidence?
Not. Like Mr. Stephen Colbert? Yeah, did you see Colbert's rendition of the Late Night Show? Cost $100 million a year to produce, and he was losing their network $40 million per year because he's not funny. Because nobody likes him because he's not funny.
Is that why his show was canned?
Yeah, that's why his show just got canned.
Who was the other guy who was talking about maybe being canceled?
there was somebody on Twitter that suggested maybe Jon Stewart would be next, since apparently he's back on the Daily Show, which I'm fine for. Jon Stewart I never thought was funny either. I've always thought they were both equally insufferable.
Yeah, I have conflicting opinions on Bill Maher. Because he's a lefty, but he's one of those lefties who pushes back against the quote unquote woke agenda.
The woke agenda that he championed until they started coming for him. So he doesn't deserve a shot glass worth of sympathy, in my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, he championed he championed the culture we have right now until it started coming after him.
And he said, "Fuck y'all, you're wasted."
So he did this to himself, and I don't feel the least bit bad about it. For him. Anyways.
Yeah, I stopped liking him when he disrespected Steve-O's sobriety.
Oh yeah, that's
unforgivable.
Next thing you know, he's going to have Bam on for drinks. Bam's been sober for over 120 days.
Ever notice how talk show hosts can be a little bit insensitive sometimes? Like, you ever hear about Mariah Carey's pregnancy when she was on Ellen, and Ellen basically forced her to reveal she was pregnant, but then Mariah Carey miscarried a short time later?
Well, it's because they're professional sensationalists. They have to do it to boost their ratings. And especially in today's internet-oriented culture, they have to do whatever they can to go viral.
Right. Yeah, but Ellen got canceled like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, and nothing of value was lost.
Yeah, I saw a picture of a side-by-side comparison of her with Max Schreck's Nosferatu.
Ugh.
And it's like, don't insult my boy Nosferatu like that, damn it.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
I mean, she's got the nose, she's got the ears, and especially she got the front teeth.
All right, moving on.
I'll send it. Yeah, before we roast Ellen anymore, let's move on.
This is free. You can go to your neighborhood convenience store and just get. Anyway, I don't want to tell people how to make crack cocaine, but it literally is a mayonnaise jar, cocaine, and baking soda.
How different is the experience?
Oh, it's vastly different, and like for real.
Rumors are he may run for president. The 4 years of Biden is not enough. I don't need to see another guy foobar the United States worse than it already is. I mean, Gavin Newsom is really pushing hard for a presidential run in 2028, and we're seeing how well he's handling California. So,
yeah, good fucking luck.
Yeah. All right. Now we can get our brain cells back with some more WCS Wild Comet songs. He's not Shao Kahn, he's African.
Oh.
He does kind of almost look like a black Shao Kahn, and I kind of dig that.
My lord.
I mean, Mortal Kombat 2 is coming out later this year, so...
Fuck it.
Yeah, why not?
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
That came straight from the heart. This new Mortal Kombat looks dope. He is not Shao Kahn, he is Afrikan. This man thrives off negativity. Finally, a villain who's evil for the sake of being evil.
Dude, don't you just miss those villains who were just shitbags because reasons? They didn't need any grand motivation. They didn't need they didn't have to be somewhat sympathetic. They could just be shit. They could just be evil, and you would just enjoy them anyway.
Right.
I don't want to do good. I want to be evil.
Evil. I think with this meme I saw where it's the cover of the original Resident Evil, but it's a freaking Mermaid Man going Resident Evil.
Somebody should just have it where it's like Resident and then Dr. Evil standing there. Resident Evil.
The retarded series.
Yeah, once you get into the once you get beneath the mansion. Ladies and gentlemen of Stars Alpha Team, welcome to my underground lair.
Immediately get shot 5 times.
Or ran through by a tyrant.
Dude, remember that video I sent you where they put Nemesis in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and when he started running back towards the house, Bubba was running his way, and Nemesis just ran him over?
Right.
Just that was beautiful.
Oh god, somebody needs to make an edit of Wesker in RE5 and just put Dr. Evil quotes over him.
Wait, my memory just shit the bed. What was I just talking about?
You were talking about that video. It was either a mod or something from the Texas Chainsaw Dead by Daylight ripoff game.
Yeah, it was definitely some type of edit.
Where a Nemesis just plows over the Sawyer family.
And the blood was white. For some reason.
I don't know. But moving on.
What? No, the blood was white. I guess it was a setting. Wait. Were you saying to move on before you made it dirty?
I wasn't thinking about it, but now that you say that...
God damn it.
For real, though, let's move on.
Yeah, but just go.
American people, when they smell peace and harmony in the air. Every Karen's when they want to see the manager. I like the part where he informed us that he reject peace and desire problems. Mathematicians, the ice cream machine at McDonald's be like me, knowing 80% of my problems are solvable, but choosing not to deal with them because of laziness. The king of all villains, no sad, dramatic backstory, just pure problems. Always. When you buy a 15-year-old BMW women when the relationship is going well. The unofficial slogan of the U.S. military, Middle East, and Balkans.
Ooh.
This is literally me in every single game I play with my friends. This needs to be my alarm. Give this dude an Oscar for his astonishing performance. He truly brings life to his character. This man woke up and chose problems always. I will cherish this video.
Brother, you have to be...
All right. Going from that to we're bringing back August the Duck for a video, the saddest alpha male on the internet, which is a very tall order because there's a lot of alpha males on the internet, and they're all very, very, very fucking miserable.
I was gonna say insufferable, but that works too.
Either or, I mean, they both work. They both fit.
I mean, it just seems like there's a Tate clone popping up every single fucking day.
There really does. And what a lot of these guys don't realize is that gravy train has pretty much already left the station, and people are kind of tired of it. It's like the only ones left who are still worshiping that type of guy are 12 years old, and eventually those 12-year-olds are going to become 13, and they're going to realize you're a fucking idiot.
That's putting it very lightly.
Yeah. So,
brother, you have to be present with anything that you do. Simply taking a seat. If you're not paying attention, you start looking around and you drop it. That's going to take away from your first impression.
Guys, today's video is going to change your life. By the end of today's video, you're going to find yourself down one of two paths. You're either one, going to have ascended into alpha male godhood, or two, you're going to find yourself stuck as a sad, pathetic beta for the rest of your life. At least, that's what I would tell you if I was a sad, insecure man who made money by exploiting other sad, insecure men on the internet. But luckily for you guys, I do that for free. So, not gonna happen today. Now, if you've ever been walking down the street and you found yourself thinking, how can I make sure that when I open this water bottle, I look as alpha as possible? Well, then all I've got to say is, hello, Planet Mike. Thanks for watching the video, because you are the only dork on planet Earth who has ever had that thought. Now, unfortunately for us, we have many a time talked about online alpha males, but today we're reaching new lows, people. The other day, I was scrolling on Instagram and I came across a video of this guy teaching you how to be an alpha when you sit down on a bench. I thought to myself, haha, funny, satire on all the alpha male shit on the internet these days. I clicked on his profile, and within about 45 seconds, I was hit with the harsh reality that this was in fact not satire, and this guy was actually just that sad. Now, I've got to give you a fair warning. If you're intimidated by alpha males, don't worry, this video is going to be a breeze for you, but if you're
nobody is intimidated by quote-unquote alpha males, because these guys aren't even men. Men do not put that much thought and effort into how they sit, how they open water bottles, how they walk down the street. Normal men do not put that much thought into what we do, because we're not really that deep. You could pretty much wade right across our gene pools. There will be no diving, though. I think I lost Kaysen. Okay, did you dip out of the call? Did you mute yourself?
Somehow, I was fucking muted.
Hey, it happens.
And as I was saying, I said, yeah, I wouldn't recommend trying to go for a dive in these here parts.
Yeah, we pretty much have the depth of a Dixie cup. Let's just stop pretending this whole alpha male thing. Let's stop pretending these quote-unquote alpha males, these manosphere guys, are in any way heterosexual.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, I look at shit like that and I just like, ha, yay!
Straight men, and I would assume most asexuals like myself, do not put that much thought into whatever the fuck we are doing. We just do it.
Do it.
Do it! Just do it! Shia LaBeouf sounding ass.
Hey, what's wrong with Shia LaBeouf, asshole?
Well, I could list a few things off, but we don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, if you're talking about that movie Holes, I get it.
Intimidated by deeply, almost unfathomably insecure men who have no idea how the world is actually perceiving them, who think that things like how you sit down at a restaurant or how you take your phone out of your pocket are what define you as a man rather than, you know, your character and how you live your life. This video might be kind of tough for you. What's not going to be tough for you, though, is gliding your mouse all over your desk after you buy a limited edition August the Duck desk mat, baby. Only available for a few more weeks, so if you want one, do not hesitate, okay? I promise the shameless plugs will be over soon. With that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's take a look at Mr. Mike here. Please subscribe.
Brother, you have to be present with anything that you do. Simply taking a seat. If you're not paying attention, you start looking around and drop it.
Notice how the shirt is two sizes, the shirt and pants are at least 2 sizes too small to better accentuate his muscles. Normal men do not dress like that.
This motherfucker thinks he's Joey Swole.
Men who are either extremely insecure or extremely gay dress like this.
And no, we're not homophobic, but yeah, that shit's gay.
This guy looks like a rejected casting call for the Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
I mean, literally, I'm 90% sure the 3 gay friends I have, I'm 90% sure they're gonna look at this and say, yeah, that's gay.
It's pretty gay,
and not
bro.
in a good way. Not in a way that compliments you.
Yeah, no. This motherfucker's closet is in the closet.
Oh.
Moving on.
It's going to take away from your first impression.
Okay, so ironically enough, this was my first impression of Mr. Mike here. And right off the bat, we just got a one-way ticket to fucking Goofy Town. Just gonna go ahead and get this out of the way right off the bat, because I think it's important. If you're a young man falling for shit like this, like buying into this whole alpha male bullshit, I'm gonna tell you something that might help you, or it might make you feel worse right now, but once you grow up, you'll realize this is the case. Nobody, and I mean genuinely nobody, gives nearly enough shit about you for this stuff to matter. No potential partner, nobody walking down the street is paying that much attention to you that they are judging you based off the way that you sit down on a bench. Unless you rip your pants off and do like a backflip and you shit before you land on the bench and then cover your ass in the shit. Yeah, okay, if you do that, maybe that will kind of warp their perception of you, but short of that, nobody cares. Men like this are deeply, deeply insecure, and it causes them to live in their own head 24/7, and they're always being so critical of themselves, judging themselves so harshly that they can't fathom that not everybody else around them is doing the same thing. I promise you, nobody cares about you this much.
Lowers your status. And
he isn't wrong. August is 100% correct. A good 99.5% of the population does not care. Does not care how you're sitting, does not care how you're walking, does not care how you open a water bottle, does not care how you eat, how you dress, as long as you are not fucking with other people.
Yeah. Just don't fuck with people, alright?
But you know why? But these guys like him are popular on social media, because there's a lot of fatherless 12-year-olds who don't know how to be a man, and this is an easy grift to sell. It is, and it all is a grift. The entire manosphere, the entire alpha male thing is point blank 100% a grift.
Dude, just imagine if the alpha female starts showing up.
They are all con artists. They are all grifters. Andrew Tate, this clown, Myron Gaines, those two goobers at Fresh and Fit, Wes Watson.
Who was that skinny fucker who wanted to fight Charlie over his video?
Dude, okay, I remember who you were talking about because I dubbed him the human skid mark, but
It was Jason something.
fuck, I'm blanking on his last name. The guy, I just know the dude looked like Napoleon Dynamite's brother.
Freaking idiot.
Yeah, he looked like Kip Dynamite.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said about what if the alpha female starts showing up now?
I did. I heard.
That's some shit I'd pay money to see.
Honestly,
just to see what would.
Yeah, just to see what would happen. Honestly, the alpha females are probably more masculine than the alpha males.
No shit.
Because the alpha male thing is just a facade.
Basically.
Actually, if you notice, a lot of these guys are also nepo babies, just living off of their parents' money.
Yeah, because they can't go out and get an actual fucking job.
Or they're selling a bogus get-rich-quick course, and that is how they make their... They present themselves as having all the answers in life, but you gotta buy their course. And the course is how they make... And they present themselves as wealthy, but the course is how they make their riches.
Yeah, you scream like Sam Kinison into the mic over that like 2 or 3 months ago during one of our streams. They get rich by selling the fucking course. I still need to go through, find all your Sam Kinison meltdowns, and just make them into a compilation.
Hey, that would be hilarious.
I'm sorry, what?
I said that would be hilarious.
As I was say, with your permission, of course.
Oh, 100%. Guys, excuse me for 1 second. My dog decided to run is now running his mouth at the neighbors. All right, I'm back.
Okie doke.
Alright. Now, moving on.
People around you not gonna take you seriously. Move with purpose. So know already where you're gonna land, where you're gonna take a seat, and make it look effortless. Like an expert, not like a dog that's trying to take a dump. It's gonna look pathetic, so you choose what's gonna work best for you.
I like how this guy sits down in maybe the most unnatural way imaginable in a video where he's trying to help you impress people by the way you sit. I honestly don't think this guy's ever seen a real human sit down before based off his demonstration. Not sure what's going on here.
Thought about what does your body actually translate into the world with day-to-day actions that you take as simple as taking a drink from the protein shake bottle. Well, what comes to my mind that most people do, they grab the cap, lean forward, they twist, they take your drink. So all kinetic makes them appear like serving this bottle.
You've got to be in a fucking K-hole to come up with some of this stuff. Serving the bottle. You look like you're opening a bottle of apple juice, dude. Cannot possibly think of a more meaningless action. Again, these guys are so caught up in their own head that they genuinely think that people are walking past them going, oh my god, look at the way that idiot opens that fucking bottle, what a dork. Thinking you're this important to people who will walk past you and never think about you again, it does crazy shit to your brain, guys.
So if you're...
Or it's blatant engagement to boost yourself in the algorithm. Which is the only way these guys get any traction is by engagement baiting.
Engagement what?
Baiting.
Yeah, it's basically the same as rage baiting. No, seriously, have you ever you've seen a lot of these rage bait dipshits, right?
I have.
Like Johnny Salam is a good example of a rage baiter.
Him, Vitaly.
Isn't Vitaly in like prison right now or something?
Yep. He is locked up and awaiting trial, which could take upwards of a year before he goes to trial.
Hey, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah. I love watching dumb people reach the finding out stage of FAFO.
See, as you could see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Perfect analogy.
Yep.
For a man, stop doing that. Grab and then twist the bottle. Take it away from your body. Bring it to your body. To note, never follow. Drink with your head. Make you bound down to the bottle. Don't be a peasant. Make the items serve you.
Nobody bows to a bottle, Mike. You can't drink out of a bottle bowing to it. That's not how gravity works. You want to make this point with a straw? Okay, whatever. Say you look like an idiot moving your head down to drink a straw from a cup off a table, but like this, it's a bottle, Mike. You're breaking the laws of physics.
First, I don't lean over it. Actually, use my whole body. When I'm trying to shift, I'm not putting my head there and then moving. The proper way to do it, get up, shift the whole body with your head, continue the movement. And it's pathetic if you drop some and you stop looking and acting frustrated.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest. Ironically enough, my original mindset is kind of being disproven here because the more I watch of this guy, the more I realize that if I saw a guy acting like Mr. Mike here, I'd be like, oh, okay, so that's a robot. First impression would be ruined because I'd think this guy's a cyborg. I don't know what he thinks this uniform movement is achieving, like walking around like you got a 2x4 stapled to your forehead and your dick, like where you got to move everything at once, but it looks very, very unnatural. It's not working.
Have you ever wondered what it looks like from the side when you take a seat at the dinner table?
No, I haven't, Mike. Never in my life. Not a thought that's ever crossed the old thinker. Because I'm not a pathetic dweeb trying to impress other pathetic dweebs. Which, again, if you're going down this, rabbit hole, this pipeline, that's all you're going to achieve. You're not going to impress the alphas of society. Women aren't going to notice you. You're going to impress other losers on the internet who look to guys like this for life advice. So if that's your goal, stick with it. Otherwise, just be normal.
Most of you will be leaning over the chair, pulling it over, then coming in and make it look effortless. Make that chair serve you.
I think I'm actually getting stupider the more he talks.
Wait, what?
I think I'm actually getting stupider the more he talks.
Yeah, did you hear what I said about the copyright?
Oh yeah, the music. I'm
not sure that's fine.
I'm sure the music is fine because I can see where August has kind of chopped it up in parts. So
hopefully it'll be okay.
And August has over 2 million subs, so I would think that that would definitely be a cause for concern for him.
Yeah.
Ooh, hold up a sec. I gotta open my blinds a little bit. I'm looking a little dark on the stream.
Oh, brother.
As much as I don't want to let too much sunlight in, because you let sunlight in, the room starts to heat up, and like I said at the start of the stream, the weather we've been having in southeast Missouri lately.
Swamp ass.
Yeah, it's swamp ass season in southeast Missouri. So it makes me, honestly, it makes me so glad that I don't work a factory job anymore, because I would be the way the heat has been this week, I'd be fucking dead.
Yeah, you lose a lot of fucking water, dude.
And I spent 3 summers working in that factory, so make of that what you will. Larry the Cable Guy
Yeah,
had
you gotta stay doing this shit.
just reminds me of Larry the Cable Guy had a bit about he had a friend calling him up. It's 116 degrees. There's something to this global warming. You live in Phoenix, you jackass. It's June, for God's sake. Well, in this case, it's July, but point stands.
Yeah.
It's fucking hot.
Hour 35. What the fuck? Flashlight fell, scaring the fuck out of me. Like, I thought I was alone, but it's like, apparently not.
But yeah, listen to, consider what August just said about that. This whole alpha male thing, it only exists to, if it went outside of selling a grift to impressionable 12-year-olds on the internet. The only other people who are going to gargle up this kind of content are people in your sphere who dress and act this way purely to impress other men while selling themselves as ladies' men. I believe Willem Dafoe put it best when he said, "What a fag."
Yeah.
Exactly.
Based.
How does it look?
The delivery of the "how does that look" is hilarious because it sounds sincere. He really wants to know. He really needs to make sure that he looks like an alpha sitting down because he's not sure. Honestly, Michael, a critical review here, it looks like you sat down at a table and you're a little too far away to do anything on that table effectively. My advice would be to make the table serve you. Better yet, actually tell somebody at the table to stand up and push the table towards you because you're the alpha. Maybe bark at them, piss on them a little, mark your territory if that doesn't work immediately, and they'll probably get up after that.
Hey brother, how's your pull-out game? And I'm talking about the cell phone.
I was about to say, how's your pullout game? Well, apparently your dad's pullout game was exceptionally poor because 300 million sperm and you're the one that got through.
I hate this fucking planet sometimes.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Okay, that one Futurama character looked like he was from The Simpsons.
I mean, both are Matt Groening shows, so they all look like they're from The Simpsons.
Kind of reach for your phone and then start checking it out.
Now?
What was that?
Does that mean Futurama is Disney now?
Yes.
Well, shit.
Yeah, well, both shows were produced by Fox. Both shows are made by Matt Groening, so.
There we go. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they fucking killed Marge Simpson.
I saw that. I saw everybody was getting pissy about that. And really, people should be pissy about the fact that The Simpsons hasn't once been funny since, like, season 10.
Right. I've only watched the first 2 seasons, so.
Yeah, it's a show that has been on for way longer than it ever needed to, and it really needs to just end. But for some reason, for reasons unknown to me, it's still running and it's still producing new episodes.
Money, 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 money.
Apparently, it must be making somebody a fuckload of money.
boatload of money so far.
Ah, nice.
Obvious gag is obvious.
Reach for your phone and then start checking it out. I mean, that's not a good look. You're scrouching, your shoulders are up, you're making yourself look small. When you're pulling out your phone, make sure to stop looking down. Reach, and now make the phone serve you. If you start scrouching, you're serving your phone. Make that thing serve you.
It's an inanimate object, you donut.
You say donut, I think of vegan. I think of a vegan teacher getting destroyed by Gordon Ramsay.
Vegan donut.
And just throws it away and eats a fucking burger. You know, she tried to milk that as long as she could.
Yeah, and ever since it ran its course, she's been trying to make herself go viral again, and it just always ends up with her getting completely wrecked.
Yeah, you know how she apparently she was stalking Oompaville's wife?
I did not hear about that.
Yeah, you know, Call Me Chris.
Huh.
The blonde Canadian who does all those funny skits. Yeah, her and Oompaville are married now. But it hit its peak. It hit I'm not sure if it's a peak because it's fucking awful. But basically, a few years ago, Christina, that's her full name, made a video talking about her health struggles about how it was after she was a certain type of assaulted and vegan teacher. This dumb donut whore decided to compare sexual assault to the butchering of animals. This dumb bitch took her traumatic experience. I'm talking about the vegan teacher.
Right.
The vegan teacher took Christina's traumatic experience and turned it into vegan activism. Like, what the fuck?
Take a big step back and literally fuck your own face.
I just can't fathom this fucking stupidity, dude. And I feel sorry for Chris, because that's happened, that whole thing she went through, that's happened to me too. I'm not talking about the stalk, I'm talking about being assaulted, but that's just... Okay, I think I made my point that the vegan teacher is disgusting. Shall we move on?
Let's.
Yes, please.
That's going to help your first impression.
You're serving the phone, he says, as he films a video on a phone for an app on phones to tell people who are on their phone how to look at their phone. Mike, I think something's wrong with you, bud. And I don't even mean that in a mean way. Like, I genuinely just sort of feel for you. And like, look, I get it. A lot of this is probably just for Instagram money, but there's an aspect to this that you just really can't come up with unless this is like your everyday. Shit's gotta be miserable, man.
Why does he move like a character in a Shenmue game?
Jesus.
He does. He moves. Oh fuck! Now the sun decides to come out. Yeah, he moves with his movements are somehow less robotic than Ryo Hazuki's in the first Shenmue game, and not even the Dreamcast release. I'm talking like the early prototype versions of Shenmue on the fucking Saturn.
I completely forgot about the Sega Saturn, so you mentioned that.
Which honestly, I hope there's a playable build of Shenmue on the. There's a playable build of Shenmue on Saturn, and somebody finds the ROM for it and posts it online because I want to fucking play that.
Dude, wasn't the Sega Saturn wasn't that like them trying to compete with the PlayStation, or which console were they competing with?
That was pretty much their answer. I mean, it came out around the same time as the PS1, so they were
So
pretty
I always
much.
thought it was the Dreamcast. I always thought it was a Dreamcast. They're trying to freaking compete with the PS1.
Well, here's the thing: the Saturn gained like less than zero traction because it was a difficult console to develop games on compared to the PS1, and Sega pretty much just kind of gave up on it after 3 years, after 3 years of it, 3 years after it launched, and then when they came out with the Dreamcast, like that people kind of. It kind of came and went compared to it went for like a couple of years. They put some good games out on it, but then the PS2 came out and pretty much just cleared the competition, and Sega just wound up being like, okay, well, we're not making consoles anymore. So yeah, it was the PS2 that wiped out the Dreamcast, even though the Dreamcast came first.
Did you know one of the launch titles for the Dreamcast was a Japan-only Godzilla game?
You may have told me that at one point.
Yeah, a game that if you watch the gameplay for Godzilla Generations, I guarantee you it probably would have ran well on PS1.
Probably. Although the Dreamcast was more technically advanced than the PS1.
And it still looked like it was a PS1 game to me.
The graphics are a lot cleaner, a lot sharper compared to the PS1. Honestly, there are Dreamcast games that look better than PS2 games.
Yeah, I've never had I've played on a Dreamcast, but I have not seen the Dreamcast I used since the move. So.
I still have mine.
Either it got lost or I sold it. I don't fucking know.
Right. Anyways.
Yeah, anyways.
Okay, so again, kind of like disproving myself here, but dude, you're like actively trying to make yourself look like a badass, and you pick the dorkier way to do all of these actions. Like, I can't in good faith call this rage bait because I'm pretty sure this guy is serious, but like, you're picking the wrong one. You gave the wrong one a check. It's like he equates manliness with being as stiff as humanly possible.
About being fully aware and present and making any space that we're in serve us. If we're about to take a seat on a bench, we don't want to take too little of space. Don't do it like that. Just don't. Why would other want to notice me if I'm trying to hide? How does it look?
Mike, honestly, like, you're just so wrong about everything. It's impressive. Like, I'm assuming the goal of an alpha male, a guy like this, is to attract women, get the attention of women, and I promise you, women are not looking at a guy on a bench with his dick spread out and be like, holy shit, how do I get me some of that? Man spreading is a stupid-ass term, but I'm gonna use it because everybody knows what it means. Promise you guys, man spreading in public spaces is not what's gonna find you your wife. Can't believe I have to say that, but, we're in weird times.
The way you open a water bottle can absolutely ruin your first impression. Stop. Do it right. You gotta grab a bottle from the bottom and untwist it from the bottom. And
What the
take
fuck
a
was
drink.
that?
What is this man's obsession with gripping the damn bottle at the...
Hold on.
Do it right. You gotta grab a bottle from the bottom and untwist it from the bottom. And then take a drink.
What is this man's obsession with gripping the damn bottle at the bottom?
Because he's imagining gripping another cylindrical object.
I mean, yeah, we've always wanted to hold Anakin's lightsaber hilt. Oh, you mean something else? Never mind.
I mean,
I was being sarcastic, by the way. Too far?
I mean, that's definitely one way to put it.
Anakin, stop yanking it. We're on a mission. Disney's gonna send her lawyer after us now. And what's that thing you say about Star Wars that's not affiliated with George Lucas?
It's just fan fiction, so.
Yeah. But that does sound like some fan fiction some sick fuck would definitely write in their free time.
Yeah, probably the same crazy, the same Abby from The Last of Us 2 looking ass chick who was showrunner for The Acolyte.
Damn.
Yeah, that walking terminal case of resting bitch face.
Don't talk about my wife that way.
Oh.
Hey, she proudly admits to having resting bitch face. She's not going to be offended by that. If she's watching, she's laughing her ass at Frank. Like, you know how many times a day I ask her if she's mad and she says, "It's just my face, man."
Oh, this fucking sun cannot make up its mind on whether or not it wants to come out.
Blame the clouds.
Or hide in the clouds. The sun cannot make up its damn mind.
Hiding in the clouds like a freaking clownfish hides in an anemone.
Ugh.
Fucking nature.
Or this guy hides his masculinity.
Oh.
A man's jeans should not be... The only way your jeans should be so tight they bond with your hips on the subatomic level is if you're a punk rocker.
Dude, I literally used to dress up my character in Rock Band 2 like Leon from Resident Evil 4, so... Brown jacket and all.
Hey, there you go.
To think that character is on a freaking Wii storage somewhere. I don't know, it's just, I miss playing Rock Band. But anyways.
Yeah.
Anything, I feel like that hurts your image. You gotta use your entire damn arm to open a bottle. Are you weak, Mike? Can't open a bottle with your precious little fingertips? What are you, a beta? Oh god, I think Mike's teachings are rubbing off on me, guys. Gotta cut this short while I still have the time. Well, guys, what do you think? Do you think Planet Mike's just an alpha, nay, a sigma that I can't understand? With my feeble little beta mind? No. He's not. I'll answer that for you. Honestly, I feel kind of bad going too hard on this guy because he's got to have a pretty sad life. I feel like I know what goes on in his head 24/7, and if this is like your 24/7 existence, these kinds of things are what is constantly playing inside of your head. That's it's pretty rough. It's one of those things that if you sit around and think about it for too long, it starts to not really be funny anymore and kind of just gets sad. So I'm not gonna do that. We'll leave it there. See ya.
Like Andrew Tate's life.
Right. What?
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck that music is.
I couldn't tell you. It's probably just some public domain shit he pulled.
Probably.
All right.
Just probably.
Going back to chat music. Oh Lord. The Notorious N.I.P.
Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
I've heard of pepperoni nipples, but those things look like an entire damn pizza.
Jesus fucking Christ, Chris.
Oh. Who ordered...
Can you go one stream, that's all I asked for, without making me say the Lord's name in vain.
I don't remember ordering Papa John's.
What?
Alright.
Remember when Leon said the hun again after she said Dr. Eggman?
No.
It's an abridged series we looked at on the stream 2.5 years ago. When Leon made the comment like, you know, every word that comes out of your mouth makes me want to maim. I'm not going to say the rest of it. But it was one of those things where it's like, yep, can you tell this was made in the early days of YouTube?
Yeah.
And you were laughing your ass off at the prospect of Leon talking about maiming a small child. Yep, that humor is definitely early days of YouTube. When you could say whatever you wanted, but nowadays you have to literally police your own fucking work.
Yeah, back when YouTube wasn't run by Karens and Silicon Valley soy swillers.
God dang it. I don't even know why I said God dang it.
I don't either, but moving on.
Yeah, let's go. Nicholas Cage.
Yes, that is what he said. I'm still reeling from P Titty.
That's a party I don't want to go to. Jesus.
Ooh. Hold up. Oh god, hold up. That guitar solo, man. Honestly, that person brings up a very good point.
Yeah.
You could spin some vinyl on those things.
Yeah, most likely, for sure. I kind of want to fucking try it now.
Right? Run down to the store, see if you can find the Bad album or Thriller on vinyl, and just come back and
use this guy's nipples.
Dude, Creed has a greatest hits album out, and I don't know which is more hilarious. The fact that Creed actually found enough songs to compile a greatest hits album, or the fact that they had the balls to put it on vinyl.
You'd be surprised, bro. I mean, my god.
I didn't think Creed had that many hits.
Really, the only one I can think of is Arms Wide Open, and Can You Take Me Higher?
With legs
yeah,
spread.
Man, take it higher. Yeah, man, I can take it higher. If you just take a hit off the damn blunt. God.
Or the adult version, with legs spread open.
I think I downloaded the wrong song.
These cake streamers.
All right. Atozy makes his return to the stream.
I only got time for a couple more, so you think we could squeeze in some of that Danger Dolan beforehand?
We
It's
can.
up to you.
We can squeeze in at least one of. If you've only got time for a couple more videos, sure, we can squeeze in at least one of them.
Yeah, let's look at the worst parents ever, and then we'll finish off my cameo with the Atozy video.
Worst parents ever of all time. Okay.
I sent it to you.
Danger Dolan.
From parents who neglect their children for video games to a mother who attempted to sell her daughter's virginity, we count 15 parents who should have never been allowed to reproduce. Number 15.
Bro.
Smoking during pregnancy. Charlie Wilcox caught the world's attention in 2011 when she revealed she smoked
I had to
3,500
make sure
cigarettes
this
during the
story
course.
wasn't about my mother.
Do what?
I had to make sure that story wasn't about my mother.
Ooh.
Smoking while pregnancy.
Yeah.
She believed that smoking so many
Anyway.
cigarettes revealed she smoked 3,500 cigarettes during the course of her pregnancy.
Why? How?
She's retarded. That's why. If you're gonna smoke during pregnancy, you're just retarded.
How do you smoke 3,500 cigarettes in 9 months?
Well, considering a lot of people smoke like 2 or 3 packs a day, are you really surprised?
Smoking is too damn expensive, dude.
She believed that smoking so many cigarettes was helping her baby's development, forcing its lungs to strengthen to accommodate all the harsh chemicals. Charlie actually believed that quitting smoking would have been detrimental to her baby's health. Like how when you're bashing your face up against a wall, you don't want to stop because you know deep down anything that causes that much facial bruising must somehow be good for you. During the pregnancy, the unborn...
Are you actually fucking retarded?
Okay, Franco.
child had dangerously high carbon monoxide levels, but this didn't deter Charlie. Baby Poppy was eventually born underweight and premature, but Charlie insisted there was no correlation. It was like totally a coincidence. My baby's $1 million strong. Y'all don't know nothing. You see how Baby Papa breathing hard? That means Baby Papa gonna be $1 million champion. Number 14. Baby for sale. In 2012, new mom Brittany Hill was arrested for trying to sell her 4-month-old baby in the classified section of her local newspaper. Right there in the print, presumably next to ads such as call for banjo lessons and massage hot XXX Asian girls, were the words baby for sale at the meager asking price of $4,000. Yes, $4,000. You heard it right. For this low asking price, you can have one slightly used baby. What a steal. I mean, $4,000 may not seem much for a human life, but that's like 80 Asian girl massages. Eventually, an interested buyer called and arranged to make the dodgy transaction in Texas. However, upon realizing that there were no lawyers on hand or documents to sign, the buyer got cold feet and reported the woman to the fuzz. Number 13.
Why didn't nobody in the papers report the woman to the police right off the bat?
Isn't there a process to get those ads in a fucking paper?
I would assume so, and somebody had to look at that. Somebody had to look at that potential ad. Somebody had to run that through an editor. That editor had to look at that. Nobody thought that was weird.
We live in a strange time, my friend.
What? The farm fresh fuck.
2012 was a wild year.
Apparently.
Hot iron is punishment. In 2011, Hope Adel Askew lost her temper and pressed a hot iron against her daughter's face twice. The poor girl had failed to correctly pronounce a few words while reading a book. According to Mama Askew, whose point of view is definitely askew, this crime was punishable by first-degree burns. The extreme disciplinary measure left the 10-year-old child with severe scarring, which was quickly reported by school officials. Askew invented a story about a hot skillet, but social workers soon discovered the truth. Askew showed little remorse. She didn't even give her daughter any medical attention. What a bitch. Number 12. Discipline via medieval duel.
What a bitch is an understatement.
I was actually expecting you to laugh your ass off at that random "what a bitch."
That is a massive understatement, especially when you consider that. When you consider the severity of that. You consider the physical and psychological scars that leaves on her daughter. That's the kind of treatment you give to the 25-year-old who's trying to have a relationship with your daughter when she's 16. That's who deserves the fucking iron to the face.
And a dick. Iron to the face and iron to the dick.
Right before being fed through the wood chipper!
Yeah!
Anyways, punishment by medieval duel? What the fuck? I gotta hear this.
Oh,
Cosplayers take their shit very seriously. Number 12. Discipline via medieval duel. Cosplayers take their shit very seriously. For example, a crazed Seattle dad was charged with second-degree assault after forcing his teenage daughter to fight him in a violent medieval duel. The punishment was because the girl had snuck out to a party. You know, the kind that her dad never got invited to as a kid. Role player and Renaissance enthusiast Freeman Say admitted to beating his 16-year-old daughter, then challenging her to an actual Game of Thrones-style duel. The fight involved wooden swords and lasted 2 hours before the girl collapsed from exhaustion. Freeman and his wife insisted it was their right to punish their child however they saw fit. Apparently, her age and disobedience meant beating her with wooden sticks wasn't abuse. Number 11.
I'd just make her walk the entire way to school. With my goofy ass driving right behind her. To make sure she got there okay. I wouldn't force her through a fucking 2-hour-long medieval duel.
Bruh. Some people just should not be allowed to breed.
That is very true.
I'm one of them. No, I'm just kidding.
I know I'm definitely somebody who probably would not make a very good parent. Being a parent requires a certain level of patience that I just do not possess.
Well, if it means anything, you'd definitely be a better parent than my mother.
That is true. I'm just worried about turning into my dad.
And once again, I'm forever sad. I'll never get to meet that SOB.
Yeah, I already say some of the weird phrases he used to always say, like standing around or staring like a monkey doing a math problem.
Oh my god. That's just fucking awesome.
He used that one a lot. It was either that or pull your head out of your ass.
You see, you say head and ass, and I just think of that one John Panette joke where he goes to a yoga place and they say take your head, stick it in your ass. I don't want to put my head in my ass. It's dark and scary there. And there's a lot of gluten in there. What if I have an allergic reaction and it gets stuck? Try to find your EpiPen with your head in your ass. We lost it. That's another person we lost way too soon.
I'm just thinking of Larry the Cable Guy's bit about yoga. He goes, my wife wanted me to try yoga. You ever try yoga? The hell with that. I tried yoga once. I never want to get my head that close to my nose, that close to my butt crack again. And I had a chili dog before I went in there. If I had known I was going to be folded up like a sandwich, I never would have been in there. It's ridiculous. I go in there for a 2-hour yoga session. I come out looking like a coal miner.
Ooh. Oof.
Dude, you ever see that Jackass bit where Johnny Knoxville goes to a yoga class with a fart machine, and and the guys in the car just keep setting it off while he's doing the stretches and the positions?
Yeah. It's been a while, though. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen that.
Oh, I love the simple Jackass bits.
Amen.
Alright, moving on.
Yeah, let's go.
Child starves to death while parents play online game. A South Korean couple is arrested for neglecting their baby, allowing her to starve to death. The infant was left unattended at home while the couple spent hours at internet cafes obsessively playing a game where they raised a virtual child. The unemployed couple lost all desire to live in reality because they had no prospects and didn't know how to look after their premature baby. To them, the online world was an escape from their problems. This case has highlighted the dangers of internet addiction, a disturbingly common problem in South Korea. Number 10. Baby smokes 40 cigarettes a day. In 2013, an Indonesian toddler named Aldi...
First off, base South Korea for arresting that couple. Second, baby smokes 2 packs a day?
Jesus Christ.
Rizal made international headlines for being the world's youngest chain smoker. This tubby 2-year-old's incredible habit began when his desperate mother used cigarettes to stop his relentless crying. The cigarettes pacified him, but also proved highly addictive, and his habit quickly ballooned to 40 cigarettes a day. It took 5 years for Aldi, who may or may not have been named after the supermarket chain, to kick his habit. But he's still not on the healthy straight and narrow. This tubby youngster's new addiction is junk food. Number 9. Mother tries to sell...
The fuck?
I don't want to live on this planet anymore. It scares me.
People piss me off. A lot.
That's an understatement for me, sir.
Ugh.
Straight and narrow. This tubby youngster's new addiction is junk food. Number 9. Mother tries to sell daughter's virginity. A Utah mother's behind bars for attempting to sell her 13-year-old daughter's virginity for $10,000. In 2011, Felicia Ray McClure was charged with multiple accounts of sexual abuse and exploitation of a minor. She sent multiple texts to a potential buyer and circulated inappropriate photos of the young teen to generate interest. Felicia's boyfriend tipped authorities off after he discovered an incriminating text message on her phone from an interested buyer. Why are these sick fuckers so bad at accounting? $10,000 isn't shit. You can't even live for a year off that. I know they didn't become desperate for money by being good with money, but for fuck's sake, at least raise the price up a little bit. Or, maybe a better piece of advice would be to stop being such a lazy sick fuck and go get a second job. Number 8. A drunken
Wood chipper! Feet first. Because it'll hurt.
I look at people like that, and I just think castration with nail clippers.
I mean, good on the boyfriend for immediately calling the authorities and be like, I ain't sticking by this bitch. Are you nuts?
Wait, so the boyfriend wasn't involved?
No, the boyfriend called, like he said, the boyfriend discovered a text message on her phone about, with an interested buyer, and the boyfriend called the cops.
W boyfriend.
Yeah.
Well, she probably doesn't think so after he ratted her out, but who gives a fuck what she thinks?
For real.
Like, is it that hard to not be a piece of shit?
I think it's actually pretty easy, but what the hell do I know? I'm just a sped who plays video games on the internet.
Hey, that's my title. That's my title. Get your own, asshole.
Yeah.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Alright.
Mississippi dad named Billy Joe Madden let his 8-year-old son drive their car on the interstate so he could have a nap. Madden's 4-year-old daughter was also sitting in the back seat without a seatbelt, of course. Passing drivers noticed the boy at the wheel and quickly notified the authorities. The country-fried moron who would definitely take last place in a Dad of the Year pageant received multiple charges, and his kids were temporarily placed into the care of child welfare authorities. Reports indicate that he done did enjoy his nap. Number 7. A couple arguing in Bronx, New York somehow forgot their 8-month-old baby boy in a parking lot when they headed out in separate cars. When the mother arrived home, she realized the father didn't have the child. Ruh-roh! Little Ezra Reyes was discovered by street vendor Lorenzo Cars. Lorenzo said the child was sitting in the sun on the hot concrete, possibly contemplating what he'd done to deserve such shitty and attentive parents. Besides being a little dehydrated, the little boy is fortunately fine. Here's hoping he doesn't grow up with any abandonment issues. Number 6.
How do you fuck up that colossally bad? How do you just forget?
You can't see it, but you can't see it, but I'm shaking my head in disappointment.
How do you forget your own fucking kid? Can somebody explain that to me? Can somebody explain to me how that could somehow how that can happen? How you could consider that a natural occurrence? You fucking moron! I am shocked and appalled.
I'm just appalled.
A mother from Florida was arrested for arranging a fight between her daughter and another teenage girl. Sandra Padilla Miranda asked her daughter's nemesis to come over after school so the girls could uppercut their troubles away. Right after the Mortal Kombat announcer had declared fight, the girls aged 14 and 17 started throwing fists to a large cheering crowd. Like most things these days, these shenanigans were recorded and posted on Facebook. Throughout the fight, Sandra Padilla Miranda, I love saying that name, yelled "hit harder" in Spanish and encouraged her daughter to visualize her opponent as a cheese sandwich and bite into her. While that does make her a shitty parent, she'd be a pretty good coach for underground pit fights. Sandra feigned ignorance, but justice prevailed. She was charged with child abuse and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Number 5. 7-year-old receives birthday...
I want to know what went down between these two girls that would have caused that to happen.
Quite truthfully, I don't want to know.
You know what? It actually might be it actually might be a case where it would be too terrifying to know.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to know. Come on, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Child abuse and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Number 5. 7-year-old receives birthday boob job from mother. Self-described human...
I'm sorry, what? I'm just... What? 7 years old. She hasn't even begun to develop yet. What the fuck?
God should have ripped this woman's God should have ripped this woman's ovaries out before she had that poor kid.
What the far fresh fuck?
Do you hear what I said?
I mean, first off, boob jobs are bullshit anyway. Secondly, why would you encourage your own daughter to get one? 3, why would you encourage your daughter to get one at such a young age?
Like I said, God should have ripped this woman's ovaries out before she had that poor child.
What the cream-chipped cunt?
Damn.
Barbie Sarah Berg spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on cosmetic surgery. Self-described human Barbie Sarah Berg spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on cosmetic surgery. She believes...
Oh, there's the problem. a human Barbie. Yeah, apparently she has the brain of a doll.
In other words, no brain at all.
Life in Plastic is fantastic and has recently created controversy for forcing these views on her 7-year-old daughter. For her 7th birthday, little Poppy... Wait, cigarette baby Poppy? Is Poppy really that common of a name? Anyhow, stupid name aside, Poppy received the gift that all upper-class little girls dream of. Nope, not a name change, not a pony, but a $10,000 voucher for breast augmentation surgery. God, I can't even ham up that statement, it's so gross. Little Poppy had been begging for a boob job for months, so receiving the voucher and all its accompanying self-esteem issues was like getting that hot new toy everyone wants. The voucher can be legally redeemed at 16, but for little Poppy, that day can't come soon enough. I can't wait to be like Mommy with big boobs, she said. They're so pretty. Yeah, that's really sad, actually. I feel bad making fun of her now. She just wants to be like her mom. Just kidding, I'll make fun of anyone. In the meantime, Sarah's teaching Poppy how to pole dance. Number 4.
Alright.
I have no words.
I said pretty much everything I need to say before I even heard the full details. Yeah, that's great. Just immediately give your daughter self-esteem issues with her own appearance. That's brilliant parenting. You.
For the love of God, how hard is it to not be a gross fucking parent?
Hey,
it's really
Random
depressing
Gamer.
knowing these are actual people who actually exist and actually do this shit.
Yeah, hey, Random Gamer. Hey, you're good, man. Hey, you showed up, so that's what matters.
Hey, wait a minute. Did my Devil May Cry Part 1 go up today?
It might have. I might have seen the notification for it, but
I can't remember if I have it set for today or tomorrow.
nah.
Wait. Yeah, it should have gone up like an hour or two ago.
Well,
It's the 25th.
Shameless plug.
Oh. Huh?
I said, shameless plug. But hey, Random Gamer, yeah, you're here. You're
Good to see you, buddy.
yeah. So this was Kaysen's idea. This video we're watching was Kaysen's idea. Worst parents of all time, and I am being worked up into a fucking frenzy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
A Georgia couple pleaded guilty to making their 14-year-old daughter engage in sexual activities with the used car salesman so they wouldn't have to make monthly payments on their second-hand minivan. Sandra Davis was sentenced to 8 years imprisonment after admitting she encouraged her daughter to trade sex for van payments. Sandra's husband, James, and a 67-year-old used car salesman named Robert Bearden pleaded guilty to molestation and being supreme dirtbags. They each received 10 years jail time. The police learned of the sick arrangement during an unrelated investigation, and the three were prosecuted in 2010. Good work, guys. Number 3.
Not good enough. Wood chipper for all three of them.
Wood chipper. Huh?
Wood chipper for all three of them.
And before going into the wood chipper, nail clipper, castrate the men with feet. Fuck, I can't fucking talk. Castrate the males with nail clippers. Because that would be fucking painful, being castrated with nail clippers.
Oh my. Oh, it just gets more degenerate. It just gets more degenerate the further down the list we go.
The point is, the most painful punishment possible for these sick fucks.
Yeah. Oof.
We collectively agree on that.
Yeah.
Prosecuted in 2010. Good work, guys. Number 3. A Kentucky man put his 5-week-old baby in an oven and left him there overnight. After getting high at work, Larry Long returned home to share a fifth of whiskey with the baby's mother, Brandy Haddon. Brandy drinks whiskey. The next morning, Larry awoke to his baby screaming from inside the oven. Luckily, the door had been left slightly ajar and the oven was off. Showing a modicum of decency, Larry called a mental health hotline to confess what he'd done, and the operators referred the incident to the police. The baby was swiftly removed from the irresponsible parent's care. Number 2. A young Florida...
Well, at least he had enough presence of mind to do that. It's a shame he didn't have enough presence of mind to not hit the substances with a fucking child around.
At least he had a decency to, report himself.
Is that right? Sometimes ovens turn on, self-cleaning by themselves. Well, it's a good thing that their oven did not have... multiple ovens just turn on, self-cleaning, and it locks the... Okay, I have never had an oven do that, but I will take your word for it.
Yeah.
And it's a very good thing that they did not have an oven like that.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, because my God. All right, I'm. These blinds are pissing me off. This sun is pissing me off. I'm just gonna say fuck it and turn my light on. Because fuck this thing.
Fuck this thing.
It's a malfunction, but it happens fairly often. Ooh.
Fuck this thing. Ow.
Yeah, and fuck those people.
That actually fucking hurt. Ow. Ow. felt like I slammed a cleaver into my leg when I slapped my knee. Ooh. I meant to hit the table, but I missed the table and hit my leg. Ooh. With my hand, not a knife. Oh. I'm stupid, but not that stupid.
I'm surprised you're not hunched over like Peter Griffin, just...
You can't see me. You don't know.
All right.
Let's finish this off, because let's finish this off.
The mother pled guilty to carefully removed from the irresponsible parent's care. Number 2. A young Florida mother pled guilty to killing her baby son over a game of Farmville. Yep, you heard it twice and you heard it right. Not Mortal Kombat, not Doom, not Grand Theft Auto. Fucking Farmville. Alexandra V. Tobias said her 3-month-old child Dylan refused to stop crying while she was trying to play the popular Facebook time waster, casual game Farmville. Enraged, Alexandra shook the baby then let them have a cigarette. What was it with this needy infant? Why couldn't it understand her virtual crop compulsion? Calm and refreshed, Alexandra returned from her cigarette break and shook the baby again, this time killing it. Alexandra was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 50 years in the slammer. Hopefully her crops withered. Number 1.
Oh!
God damn.
My God! I mean, assuming she's in her 20s, and she's sent in for 50 years, and she was sentenced to 50 years, ideally speaking, by the time she gets out, yeah, I'd say they're pretty much her crops have withered.
And her hands are going to be too shaky to regrow them.
Yeah.
Wait, is Farmville even still a fucking thing?
I don't know. I never played it.
Me neither.
I never had a desire to play it.
I never once used a grown-up family member's Facebook to play a game. I remember when I strangely remember when Facebook, years before I had my own Facebook account, I remember when Facebook was just a place where you played games like that. Now it's just politics and shit.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah, and a bunch of bot accounts with e-thought profile pictures trying to catfish you out of your hard-earned money.
Yeah. Fuck.
2008, Elizabeth Fritzl told Australian police that she'd been repeatedly raped and held captive for 24 years hidden in the basement of her family house. Her sick captor was none other than her father, Josef Fritzl. Elizabeth was raped and physically assaulted literally thousands of times, resulting in the birth of 7 children and 1 miscarriage. 4 of the incest-born children were also forced to endure this horrific imprisonment. Josef Fritzl was finally arrested in April 2008 and sentenced to life behind bars. Good riddance, asshole.
That's it for this countdown. And have a good one!
Tom Atkins from Halloween 3 looking ass.
That hell.
No, he looks like the actor who played the Doctor in Halloween 3. Okay.
That hell VIP card is an understatement. All right.
Best part about that one, he's probably dead by now.
All right. Let's now move away from that to something with a much more lighter video. You did say you have time for one more, right?
I can probably tune into a little bit of this one.
Okay, so we're gonna hit something much lighter. A bunch of dumbasses getting arrested for dumb shit they do on live.
These kick streamers just got arrested on 5 different charges, including a...
What was that?
Screen shares glitchy. Which Satoshi video is this?
IRL streamers get arrested for burglary live.
Oh yeah, I got the notification for that one.
These kick streamers just got arrested on 5 different charges, including assault and battery, and this might be one of the dumbest crimes ever committed on a live stream, as 2 guys robbed their own roommate, vandalized their house, and then straight up assaulted them. Then while sitting in jail, they used their phone call to call the victim, who was live streaming, and began asking their chat for legal advice and begged the victim to tell police that it wasn't that serious. I mean, this might be one of the dumbest series of events that I've covered in a long time. So meet the newest members of the Hall of Fame of dumbest influencers, Darius and Squeeze, who not only live streamed every crime they committed, but also tried to...
Dude, when they find out in jail that his nickname is Squeeze,
bruh.
Come here, Squeeze. You're gonna find out why they call this the Pokey.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Christian.
he's gonna be squeezing all right.
Hey, I saw this yearbook quote that said, I'm gonna end up working at Olive Garden or in prison. Either way, endless salads are getting tossed. I'm pretty sure that's a reference to prison rape, but okay.
You're my prison bitch, you're not like other men. I'm glad we share a prison cell when lights go out at 10. I can't escape the way I feel, now that would be a crime. As long as I am doing you, I don't mind doing time.
Jesus H. Christ. You know, there's literally a joke about that in SpongeBob, where it's like, look, Gary, the balloons, don't drop them. When he's trying to get Gary to take a bath, and he paints the treasure chest to look like he paints the bathtub to look like a treasure chest, and he holds out 2 bars of soap and says, look, Gary, the balloons, don't drop them. They literally put that in the fucking episode. I wish I was kidding.
I mean, there's a lot of kids shows where they put some dirty jokes in them, and you're just like,
so the adults have something to laugh at as well.
And you watch them, and you're just like, how did my parents let me watch this?
My dad and stepmom never let me watch SpongeBob because they were convinced it was lowering my IQ. And I used to be mad at them for it, but then I realized, you know what? Watching it as an adult, they probably made the right call.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, they made the right call.
I mean, SpongeBob was one that I occasionally watched. My big one was Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Yeah, they never let me watch that either. I literally had to ask for the codes to the remote so I could catch the new episode of the Star Wars: The Clone Wars on Cartoon Network. Back when it was on Cartoon Network. Yeah, you remember the time when Clone Wars was on Cartoon Network and not Disney?
I vaguely remember seeing ads for it, but I never watched it because I wasn't I wasn't feeling the art style.
Fair enough. I mean, fair enough, but I never missed an episode. I missed the old day. I missed those old days when I was 10 years old. It was Friday. It was the weekend. My dad and stepmom had just ordered Hunt's Brothers Pizza, and it was a new episode of Clone Wars. I regret ever wanting to grow up. I think we all feel that way, regretting growing up.
To a degree. I mean, I like having my own money. I like not having to go to school because school sucked. And yeah, work sucks too, but I can at least... I can at least... I can at least tolerate work.
Yeah. You went to Riverton High School, right?
Yeah.
Oof. I remember during my junior year this was like 2 years before me and Lily started going out, but there was a freaking girl from Riverton High I was talking to around then. Let's just say Thought Central.
More or less. Moving on.
Well, isn't freaking Riverton part of Sangamon County?
Yes.
That should about sum it up for you. Let's move on.
Yeah.
To tamper with a witness from jail on a recorded line. Let's just set the scene. Two kick streamers living inside of a chaotic content house. They decided it would be a great idea to stream themselves breaking into and robbing their roommate's truck. What could go wrong? So after pulling up beside it, they immediately started stealing everything that was inside of the bed of the truck. Then a bunch of cases of water and Gatorade later, they decided to go a step further and steal a bag that had been sitting inside of the truck. And that triggered the alarm of the truck to go off.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Put in the trunk.
Wait, pop the trunk. Pop the trunk. Good. Hey, pop the trunk! Grab him by the... Get in, everybody! One more thing. One more.
Alright, who let the hyenas out?
Go.
Do what?
I said, alright, who let the hyenas out?
Dude. And again, they're doing this live! They're doing this on a stream.
Sound like the fucking hyenas from Lion King. I mean, my God, I don't know what's more criminal, what they're doing or their laughs.
The worst part of it is these guys probably think they're going to be like super popular, like the Jackass crew. But it's like, you guys have nowhere near the charm, wit, and charisma of the Jackass crew.
Yeah. I think back to that. I think back to that dipshit who literally filmed himself spraying pesticide on vegetables.
He got sentenced. I think he got sentenced to... I can't remember if it was a year or 10 years, but whatever it wasn't nearly enough. He should.
Either way, He's going away for a while.
He should have. They should have given him like a. They should have slapped him with a bioterrorism charge for that.
They really should have. Just imagine Chris Red. I always tell people I wish Chris Redfield would have. I wish they would have called the BSAA, and Chris Redfield would have showed up and just punched him. But then if he did that, the guy wouldn't have a head.
That's true.
Like he would. It would either his head would either be knocked off, or his face, or his head would be beaten into a bloody pulp. He goes ham. He goes ham on it like Chris, like he did on that boulder in Resident Evil 5. That's still. It's been 16 years, and that's still a very cartoon moment, if you ask me.
It is. It's like, what is this JoJo's Bizarre Adventure shit going on in my Resident Evil game?
Yeah, that was Chris Redfield's anime arc.
Or Fist of the North Star.
Perfect. Alright, let's move on.
The content king is back!
IRL streaming is a fascinating social experiment, as it just rewards complete degeneracy. The dude is screaming that the content king is back after stealing from his friend. No disguises, no attempts to hide, just idiots snitching on themselves in 1080p. And you can tell that he thinks he's the funniest dude in the world. The whole thing plays out like they're trying to film some sort of low-budget parody of the Fast and Furious. Except the only thing that was fast about this was how quickly it turned into a police investigation. The stream had thousands of viewers, and yes, the whole thing is still online. So here's what they're currently facing. 1, burglary of a vehicle, because, you know, they literally broke into a car. 2, assault. More on that in a second. And 3, criminal mischief, because I guess 1 felony wasn't enough, not to mention all this happened in Texas, where they don't play around with stuff like that there. So now, one of them is facing up to 1.5 years in jail, while the other one's facing 2.5 years in jail. But buckle up, because that's just the beginning. So the guy whose stuff got jacked, yeah, he watched the whole thing unfold live on their streams. Like, imagine opening your housemate's stream and thinking, wait a minute, they're robbing my truck? We definitely live in some interesting times, with an interesting set of problems for some people.
And also, guys, go to MKM's stream and tell him to unlock the door for me.
Dude.
We live in a time where idiots easily incriminate themselves.
And act like it's the coolest thing on the planet. And it's like...
When literally they look like huge douchebags.
It's like the thing about... And like, going back to what I said earlier about them trying to... Like, they're trying to be Jackass. Yeah, they could do some wild shit on Jackass, but... They still had filming permits.
And they're also not douchebags to steal.
Yeah, they would have their guys, their camera guys or their director go into, like, even in like the first season, even with like the show or even the first movie, after their guys would go into a business and fuck around in there, their director would come out and be like, okay, here's the deal, here's what's going on. They would sign, and depending on whether or not they wanted their faces shown on television or in a movie, they would sign they might sign a release form. They didn't just go into the business, fuck around, and then leave and not say anything. It's like Dave England didn't in the first movie. Dave England didn't just walk into a hardware store, take a shit in a display toilet, and then bounce, and then nobody on the crew did anything about it. I still say one of the funniest things, the funniest parts of that movie is him accidentally shitting his pants before they even get to the store.
Are we talking Steven Seagal shitting pants kind of bad?
I mean, nobody choked him out, but he didn't make it to the store the first time, so he had to go back in. He had to clean himself off and go in later that day.
I'm sorry, I spaced out. What?
I mean, nobody choked him out, but he didn't make it to the store the first time, so after he accidentally shit himself in the van on the way over there, he had to go clean himself off and then go to the store later on that day.
Yeah.
or when Ryan Dunn shoved a toy car up his butt to go get an x-ray.
What?
Oh, yeah, Ryan Dunn, that was one of his biggest contributions to the first Jackass movie was he put a toy car inside of a condom, and then he shoved said toy car inside the rubber up his ass, and the whole bit was to go get an x-ray to get a reaction out of the doctor.
Doctors don't get paid near enough for this bullshit. Like, my lord.
It was one of the best bits of the first Jackass movie.
Yeah, I can't lie, it was. I'm just saying, if I was that doctor, I'm quitting. Or at least transferring.
The funniest part about that whole bit was the doctor telling it, like, giving him, like, here's what you're gonna do. You just go to the doctor. You don't talk to anybody, to your girlfriend, to your boyfriend, to whoever. He already knows that. He points at the guy who's got, like, a hidden camera on him. He goes, he already knows that's too many people. It's like, now millions of people know about it, Doc.
And I'm just gonna put us out there. If Lily was the nurse who had to fish it out, she would take it and beat everybody in the room with it.
Oh, they couldn't fish it out. He just had to poop it out.
The point is, Lily is gonna whoop some ass.
Moving on.
I have a crazy wife, y'all. Send help. No, I'm just kidding.
There's
If you send
looks
help,
like they
she'll kill him
opened the
before
back
he answers the door.
to change the tire. It looks like they started changing the tire, and they failed, and then they went inside. They couldn't change a tire.
So naturally, the housemate who goes by Zeus pulled up to the house to confront them. And instead of apologizing or, I don't know, at least pretending to be sorry, one of the streamers starts throwing hands, again, on stream. And what's actually pretty funny about this is before all this popped off, Zeus was just roasting them for not being able to change a tire, saying that their fathers completely failed them. And I would say that's not only because of the fact they can't change a tire, but also due to how they act on their live streams. Well, then suddenly it just completely escalates to a battery charge. And guess what? All of this, yet again, was live streamed.
Where'd you put the jack? It's around here somewhere.
Okay, okay.
No, you're playing the wrong game.
No.
Playing the wrong game, man.
You're 40 doing this. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
You feel proud about yourself?
Yeah, I do. You can't even change a tire.
Quit talking.
Your father failed you.
Are you like...
That's what you just said, dumbass.
Hey,
you literally just said it. We put that there so that you would
stop listening to me talking.
Oh.
Hey, back off. Back off.
I cannot shoot it.
Congratulations, you guys just live streamed yourself assaulting someone.
Are you guys not getting enough protein in your diet?
Or oxygen to your brain?
That too. Are you... Do you not have enough testosterone in your systems?
Right.
Why would you? Why? Especially knowing that you're on camera, you're being watched live. You guys are all IRL streamers. Why would you do that? Are you actually retarded?
Yeah.
I don't know, random gamer. What do you think? So I think these guys should just be arrested for crimes against masculinity. That's what I think.
Damn.
One would think something like that would maybe cause someone to reevaluate some of their life choices, but of course not. Instead, we get one of the weirdest evictions I've ever seen. And it only makes sense that getting kicked out of a content house is being turned into content, because that's exactly what happened. I mean, as someone who has actually lived in a content house before, this is way more chaotic than I've ever experienced. And I had a pretty chaotic content house.
Hell no. No, hell no. Call the cops. Somebody call the cops. Call the cops. Just call the police. 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 Mark, somebody call. I don't want my phone. I don't know where my phone went.
I don't want to get yelled at.
Call the police. Somebody.
For real? Stupid cunt ass neighbors. Please get away from my house. I'm not joking. I don't want you here. Please leave. Get an Uber. Do we have to do? Please leave.
I mean, you can't make this up. After telling Zeus that he's evicted, they began throwing his belongings into the front yard, only to accidentally lock themselves out of their own house. Honestly, congratulations. I mean, this is just... Not even the Looney Tunes could come up with something this good. So, what do they do next? Well, they start throwing eggs at the woman that came along with their now evicted housemate. No lie. You can literally hear one of them say, "Don't show this," right before launching eggs at the girl's head.
I'll be out of here. No time. Don't show this. Okay.
First off, I don't know why you would live in a content house anyway. It just seems like... It feels like a content house is just a safe house for a bunch of low-T losers who...
Yeah, just a breeding ground for drama.
Yes. It's like a bad reality show that nobody's fucking watching. It's
How much we got left in the video? I'm starting to get tired.
We're reaching the 6-minute mark. It's like a shitty, retarded... It's like an even shittier, even more retarded version of The Real World on MTV. And yes, I totally just completely dated myself by referencing the MTV's The Real World.
Literally, the only MTV show I remember from that time is Teen Mom.
Blah.
And I was forced to watch it. Fuck you very much.
The only MTV shows I ever liked were... I mean, obviously Beavis and Butthead, obviously Jackass. I remember liking some of the episodes of... I saw Viva La Bam and Wild Boys. And Celebrity Deathmatch. That was another one I really liked.
I'll allow it.
I vaguely remember watching episodes of the Andy Milonakis show. That was weird. Random Gamer, Viva La Bam was the shit. I always loved that intro. Bam Margera. What will he do next? Whatever the fuck I want.
Damn.
Dude, when I start playing through the Tony Hawk games, any Tony Hawk game that has Bam as a playable character, I'm playing Bam.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Nice. Yep. Yep. Nice.
Sorry, I didn't get it. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we have, I guess, breaking into a car, theft, assault, some vandalism. I guess the eggs were the final straw because the cops showed up, the stream cuts, and our content criminals get hauled away in cuffs. Apparently, the only thing that can stop these guys from streaming are the literal police. Because there was at least 2 cameras filming this entire situation from start to finish until the handcuffs came on. So now, here's where somehow the situation gets even dumber. Because while in jail, Darius made a recorded phone call that he also live streamed. Because why not keep broadcasting when you're facing multiple charges?
I'm assuming Burke is still streaming, right?
She ended, but Zeus is still alive.
Okay, can somebody please communicate to Merc that she either needs to, like, let it go? Because I'm going to get a personal
She can't. Here's the thing. I'm watching her stream. One of the reasons she's, like, upset right now is she can't release some of the things she... I guess certain charges, like the thing that involves family, you can't, like, drop that.
Yeah, well, I'm getting hit with an assault charge, and that's dependent on her if I get a bond, personal bond, so I can just go to court later. So...
I will try to communicate that to her.
Number one, you're on a live stream, and even if you don't know you're on a live stream, you're calling from the jailhouse phone.
From the jailhouse phone, where they listen to every fucking word you say in case you're trying to tamper with witness statements, you dumb twat waffle.
There's literally no smart people in the world. I'm convinced there's no smart people in the world anymore.
I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks to when Andrew Tate was caught trying to buy off a Romanian presidential candidate by having them influence the authorities to get him out of jail when he was arrested in 2022. And a dumb motherfucker was calling from a jailhouse phone. Even in Romania, they listen to your every fucking word in case you're trying to influence witness statements, you dumb geezer.
I'm sorry, what? I keep spacing the fuck out. That's how tired I am.
I was going on an extended rant about comparing this to when Andrew Tate tried influencing statements from the jailhouse phone after his arrest. You'll see it once the VOD goes up.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Move on.
Let's try to wrap this one up for Gason.
So obviously, in the call, he's begging someone to tell the victim who he assaulted to say it wasn't serious when the cops ask.
Well, she just needs to tell them that it wasn't serious when they call, because they have to call her, and I need her phone number so I can give that to them.
Okay, I'll try to work on that.
He's trying to get a personal bond, meaning he'd be released from jail before trial, but he also wants her number so he can give it back to law enforcement. Let me be very clear. Isn't that witness tampering? Texas Penal Code 3605 makes this very clear. If you're offering any benefit to a witness or try to influence them to withhold information, you're looking at a third-degree felony. That's up to 10 years in prison and or a $10,000 fine. But wait, just like any of my videos, it always gets worse. If the crime you're tampering with is a felony, your tampering charge gets bumped up to that same level. So, if you're charged with assault, your tampering charge becomes an assault level serious charge. Congratulations, you played yourself. Same thing if you're facing burglary charges. If it's a capital felony case, it becomes first degree. And if I'm reading this correctly, apparently that means life in prison. Now, obviously, I don't think these guys are going to catch that punishment to the full extent, but it's still an incredibly stupid thing to do. So, asking your chat to get behind you while you call the person you assaulted from jail, that's got to be one of the dumbest legal moves ever caught on stream. At one point, the guy literally asked chat if they've seen his mugshot yet. Then he tries to crowdsource legal advice like, hey chat, is witness tampering bad? Am I going to jail for that? Dude, you're not going to litigate your way out of a felony charge with PogChamps and a hype train.
Is witness... If you have to ask... Is witness tampering bad? You actually deserve jail. I genuinely hate that you breathe the same oxygen as I do. if you could be so brazenly fucking stupid as to have to ask your chat of your chat of predominantly 12-year-olds, is witness tampering a bad idea? Yeah, it's a bad fucking idea. Just like your entire existence was a bad idea.
Yeah. You're fucking wood chipper.
Your dad putting his Steaton in your mom's Xenu was a bad idea.
I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks to that Tommy character from that one JD Delay video we watched.
I don't know where the comparison is, but okay.
I don't know, just freaking weird, stupid people.
All I see is idiots. Idiots everywhere, as far as the eye can see. In the immortal words of Tim Allen, there is no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Yeah, just a reminder when it comes to these streams, we don't support terrorists, we don't support predators, we don't support idiots, and we especially don't support alpha males. AKA Andrew Tate clones.
We live by the mantra of Homer Simpson. Everybody is stupid except me.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's stupid except us and our chat.
And Lily.
Yeah. The people who watch our streams, let's just go with that.
Yeah.
They're saying that charge depends on the cops.
Okay, what's chat saying?
It's not Merck gave information or word that it's on camera. So it's no longer a he said, she said thing.
Or are they saying
might be able to.
or something? Like, are they giving me like my rep or something?
Imagine being in a cell and overhearing some kid saying, "Thanks for the 5 gifted. Hey chat, is witness tampering bad?" Our generation is so blasted at this point. Like, it's over for us. But I guess the chat was right about one thing. There are charges here that just can't simply be dropped. The entire thing was streamed. It's all recorded. The cops don't need a victim to press charges. The evidence is publicly available. They are their own star witnesses against themselves, like so many of the other people we cover here on this channel. They've made it essentially impossible for a defense attorney to argue reasonable doubt. What are they going to say? Your Honor, my client was merely role-playing as a criminal. Your Honor, it was all LARP. The crazy thing is...
Role-playing chat room.
Oh god, that video you did. Yeah, the guy who looked like he bathed in Axe body spray.
Yeah, that one goober on To Catch a Predator that I roasted. Yeah, I got 2 words for NBC, dude. Role-playing chat room. That fucking goober.
Yeah, wasn't his last name Schumacher?
Yeah, it was, yeah. Dave Schumacher, I think
that should have been the first round flag. Yeah. You said role-playing chat room. I had Vietnam flashbacks, and I want those To Catch a Predator videos you did.
Yeah. I need to
Especially
find
Donnie Moore.
I need to find that one of the guy who came in looking like Mario.
Do you remember good old Donnie Morrison?
Oh God. Ugh.
There's actually a literal video of him somewhere where sometime after that, there was like a hurricane going on down there, and he said I remember seeing a comment on it where they alluded to the fact that, or whatever the word is, that he said, "I've been through Wilma, Irma, and Billy," and it's like, and the guy said, "I hope he means the hurricanes."
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Donald Morrison passed away in 2022.
And nothing of value was lost.
Right. Nothing of value was lost. I don't care if he was mentally handicapped. He knew what he was doing.
Ugh.
And living with his parents. Wait. It's okay to live with your parents, but if you're like in your late 40s still living with your parents, that just go, bro.
Living with your parents with no job, at least. You should at least have a job. If you're like,
dude, I'm sorry, what?
If you're like, you have your job and then like you're your parents' like caretaker or caregiver, that's one thing. But if
dude,
you're
you know how in the video he said, "My mom's gonna take my computer and throw it away."
You're 40.
Well, one of the comments on this video said his mom took his ashes and threw them away.
Oh. That's cold, but I love it.
Again, dude's a predator. Nothing of value was lost.
Exactly.
This could have just been like a messy fight between some psychotic, clout-hungry roommates, but because everything was broadcasted for the entire world to see, the cops have everything they need. So, let's break this down. One guy, he's facing 2.5 years for burglary and assault. And if you add the witness tampering, that could at least double it. Then, obviously, Kick might ban them. Honestly, they probably won't, though, but who knows? They did permanently ban Jack, so that's definitely not impossible. And
that's true. They did perma-ban Jack Doherty. They did perma-ban Johnny Somali. So, anything is possible.
Isn't Whack Dorky really going for something?
I've heard some rumors that he is. I mean, then again, he which is a long time coming.
Yeah. Remember the thumbnail, the Charlie's "This Loser is Desperate Now" video?
I think so.
Where it's Jack looking like he's desperate, talking into the camera. Like he's trying to frantically explain himself.
Every time I look at a picture of Jack Doherty, it reminds me that I need to read more so I don't turn out like him.
Or just don't be raised on the internet.
Yeah. Log off.
Dude, imagine if Jack Doherty and Mizzy ended up meeting.
Ugh.
Yeah, can we send them to Mexico? Because I think you and I are both in the same boat when we wish that certain influencers would go to Mexico and piss off the cartel, and then the problem would just solve itself.
Yeah.
Knowing Jack Doherty, he would, or better yet, send Johnny Salami down there.
Oh my god. That would... He wouldn't last 6 hours.
Yeah, Johnny Salami is he definitely is the textbook example of lacking accountability.
Yeah,
because he's acting like he's like, why am I being charged? And it's like, well, because you're a freaking douchebag acting a fool in a foreign country, and you're facing 30 plus years in Korean prison, and yet you're out here wondering, why did it? Because you're a nuisance to humanity, you dumbass.
Yeah. Because you're retarded. That's why.
In case y'all couldn't tell, I do not like IRL streamers.
Yeah. They really are just the pits when it comes to content creation.
Good lord.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Of course, their content house is now officially the dumbest criminal organization since the Wet Bandits. Like, come on, guys. Live streaming your crimes, that's not a personality.
Motherfucker!
You did not just go there.
Oh my god, I gotta hear that again. That is beautiful.
Since the Wet Bandits. And of course, their content house is now officially the dumbest criminal organization since the Wet Bandits. Like,
that's Sticky Bandits!
I have no comment.
That's Sticky! S-T, I.
We're talking about the Home Alone bandits, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because in the first movie, they were...
The only thing I remember is when Mark got shocked and it just switched to shots of him and a skeleton.
Yes. Yes, the first two Home Alone movies, we should specify random game. The first two Home Alone movies are great. Everything that comes after the second one, I just pretend doesn't even exist.
Yeah, because it's not Home Alone without Kevin.
It's not Home Alone without Macaulay Culkin, or Daniel Stern, or Joe Pesci, or Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara plays the mom, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I just think, Kevin!
Yeah.
When they're on the plane in the air, when they realize, hey, we forgot one of our kids.
She was also Delia in Beetlejuice.
It just goes to show, if you can't look after all your kids, don't have like 10 of them.
Well, I mean, in fairness, there were like... It was like their kids, and then Uncle Frank and Uncle Frank visiting with his kids, so you had like 11, 12 kids to keep track of. And then you add on to that like the power going out and their alarm clock shutting off, and
yeah,
just an entire clusterfuck. Although I love those movies purely for Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern. Macaulay Culkin's great in those movies, but Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern, in my opinion, fucking make it.
Dude, I like the one with the paint cans.
And then the second movie, where you have Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern, and then it's like Tim Curry is constantly trying to take the spotlight away from them to be the funnest character in the whole film. I love Tim Curry in that movie.
Yeah, the whole "get out of here before I slap you silly" gets me every time, and with the clown puppet in the shower silhouette.
I did not know until recently that bellhop was Rob Schneider.
It's me, Jessica. God, that frickin' movie.
I want an entire movie that is just scenes of that snappy noir dialogue, and then he just ends every conversation by whipping out his Tommy gun.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
And a Happy New Year.
Yeah, imagine just trying to make some debt collect. I can't freaking talk. Imagine just trying to make a simple debt collection, and the guy you're trying to get money from pulls out the Chicago typewriter. Hunt with the drum mag.
Yes. Leave it
Stay
on
in your
that
rooms. There's a madman with a gun.
Leave it on that doorstep and get the hell out of here.
Alright, let's finish this off.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. Live streaming your crimes, that's not a personality. It's just a prison sentence. Like, you don't earn clout from a courtroom. You earn a criminal record. And if you're consulting your Kick Chat for legal advice while facing third-degree felonies, maybe, just maybe, content creation isn't really for you. So, Darius, he got out of his little pickle in jail, and he decided to respond to this immediately in the dumbest way possible. First, he went to Facebook Marketplace, leaked his number, and then announced that he was going to buy a $4,000 sports bike. Then after all that, he essentially went, okay, by the way, guys, I need like $8,000 right now from you guys for legal fees, or I'm cooked. I mean, the complete lack of self-awareness here blows my mind. How? How is one acting this stupid? How are you going to talk about dropping $4,000 on a bike and then immediately turn around and beg your chat to double that amount and give it to you?
I got messaged from the guy today, take an Uber to court. Dude, it looks better if I get there by myself. I got messaged by the guy today. Oh, I just leaked my own phone number. That's awesome. Okay, so there's the two bikes. Left or right? Choose. Okay, we're getting this bike within the next 48 hours, no matter what. But I do need 8K for my lawyers. My lawyer said me and my lawyers are gonna do the payment. So here's the thing. I need 8K for my lawyers. I talked to my lawyer. Not gonna say his name.
Why do you sound fruitier than an apple orchard?
Dude, you just made me spit soda on the TV.
First and foremost. Secondly, why are you going to Facebook Marketplace for a motorcycle? Third, why are you blowing money on? Why are you looking into blowing money on a motorcycle when you need that money for legal fees? You dumb fuck. Anyways,
I hear the term legal fees, and I think of that one line, that one Larry the Cable Guy quote from Cars 2. You owe me $32,000 in legal fees.
Anyways,
but my lawyer pretty much was like, "Listen, man, we need to like be on the same page, man. You can't be streaming me while we're talking. Let's just keep this stuff between you and me." And I'm not doing that right now, obviously, because I haven't paid him. Why does he sound like that? Because he's from Texas. So I do need 8K. So anyone who wants to dono 8K or 10K right now, we pretty much can just solve this whole situation. I'm going to do a donation drive. Should we do a donation drive? How should we go about this?
Come on. I mean, at this point, he's just trying to speed run, trying to get dropped by his lawyer. Hey, guys. So I live streamed myself being a complete moron. Can someone donate like $10,000 so we can just kind of solve this? This is just like some out of the galaxy levels of stupidity here. I have honestly never seen someone this entitled in my life. And I'm afraid he's going to have a very rude awakening sooner than later. Congratulations, you completely played yourself. You've documented and live streamed everything. And by doing so, you signed up for being the star witness against yourself. Anyways, this story was just an insane cover. But I mean, hey, at least he didn't stand up and urinate in the middle of a flight and delay a whole bunch of flights like this guy and all the people in this video did. Because that's also just an absolutely outrageous story you can check out here. But other than that, drop a like on this video if you're new here. Feel free to subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next video. And yes, we're back to daily uploads, so I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Sweet. Good for you. Daily uploads. That's
as long as it doesn't turn into a clusterfuck.
Yeah, that is. I mean, hey, good for him. Anyway, you said you were running out of energy. You were probably gonna have to dip out here soon.
Yeah, I gotta dip out right now, dude. I'm tired. I gotta take my teeth out. I gotta frickin' take a shower because I got stuff to do tomorrow.
That's alright. I should probably get some last minute editing in before I go to bed, so I'll probably jump off the stream here. Random Gamer, if you're still here, I don't know if you caught the announcement last week, but I've got something. But the announcement I made last week, I'm going to bring up here now. Anybody who is interested in reading punchy, pulpy, action-based stories, I am now on Wattpad. You can find the link to it in the description box below. The Springfield, I currently have an ongoing novella story series on there called The Springfield Snatching. It is basically taken by way of 1980s canon films movies like Death Wish 3, Cobra, Invasion USA, that kind of stuff, with a little touch of John Wick thrown in there for good measure. It is all entirely written by me. The only use of AI I've ever put into it is for editing. Is for editing. The story is mine. The outline is mine. The text is mine. I'm not using AI to write my book for me. But I would love your feedback. And I'm adding new chapters as I'm editing them, so you can look forward to that. I would love to get some feedback on it. And with all that out of the way, I appreciate everybody who tuned in. Thank y'all very much from the bottom of my heart. And I don't think we'll be on for a stream next week, but we'll catch you in the next one. Kason, you still on? You got anything to say?
Yeah. Just tired.
Kason says goodbye.
Yep. Good night, y'all. Check out my Devil May Cry playthrough as it goes up.
Yep, link to his channel is also in the description box below.
Let's see if we can get to 300 by the end of the year.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. But, till then, good night, everybody.